All right, well, that's enough playing around, everybody. Welcome! It's time for the crew. Ooh, time for the crew. Ooh, time for the crew. Ooh, time for the crew, including this one. Hold on, where is it? All right, we've already played everyone's names and everything, but I just like that song. And I found a that same song on another one, so we will have that as our new the crew little outfit and play. Here is my co-host with the most, Mr. BK Blesser. What's up, man?
What jersey is this?
It looks like Terry Kirby for the UVA.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, brother.
Very good.
I knew it was UVA. I took a stab at this.
It's also Denver Broncos, but you got it right.
Huh?
It's also Denver Broncos, but you got it right.
Oh, is it really Denver Broncos?
Same Denver. I think it's the same.
It looks like UVA.
It is UVA, but the colors, the orange and the blue, are also Denver Bronco colors. So
no, I know. Wow. I mean, I thought it for sure was UVA, and I just took a stab at Terry Kirby. So
you got both of it. I was actually surprised you got Terry Kirby, but yeah, you get UVA. That's good.
Don't be surprised with me, bro. Don't be surprised. Here's Pauline. There she is. Look at that with a mustache. Pauline with a mustache. She's got a mustache. And then, of course, last but almost for certainly not least, there she is.
She has returned.
Look at her hair, Bill.
Finally.
Look at her hair. Doesn't it look nice?
It looks great.
I love Jamie's hair.
Yeah, I do. Tell us what's going on at your house.
Who, me?
You, yes.
Yes, you. The one who owns the boarding house.
We're down to one boarder.
Uh-oh.
Really?
What happened to the kids that were you guys had control over?
Long story.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that another time.
Talk about that later. All right. Pauline, what's up at your house?
We'll shorten up a little bit, and that way at the end you can tell us after we go off the air.
New kitties settling in. Everybody's starting to acclimate. Not as much hisses at night.
Okay. Did you see the video of the cat hanging from the ceiling of Hard Rock Stadium?
The one that dropped and got caught in the flag? Yeah, my husband showed that to me.
Did you all see that?
I couldn't figure out how it got there, but I saw the dropping and the catching.
Yeah. He had snuck. I mean, you see videos of cats in stadiums all the time, run across the baseball field or whatever. But him up at the top of the stadium. But even, I mean, I'm a cat lover too. But even him hanging like that, I was like, please have someone below that will be able to catch him. But he obviously was scared out of his mind, and he's literally.
Cats don't get scared.
Yeah.
Oh, they
get scared. He was just thinking, geez, I don't want to give up one of my lives.
False. We have a cat here who's been living with us for 7 years.
Yeah.
He's still scared. And their brains are the size of a walnut. So I don't think they really retain anything. He's still scared. To this day, he's been here for 7 years. When the volume goes up, he disappears. When it's nice and peaceful, quiet,
out he comes.
All about. Now, the older cat could give a rat's ass. Older cat will walk by insanity. He's 17 years old, couldn't give a rat's ass what happens to anybody, anytime, anywhere. As long as you feed his happy ass, that's all he cares about. Yeah. And he will whine like a little schoolgirl if he does not get fed.
A
So
17-year-old, if the cleaning ladies come in, she doesn't move. They have to vacuum around her. She is not going to move for the vacuum cleaner.
does
Everybody else
not
heads for the
care.
hills.
Does not care.
Oh, she'd move for me. Anyway, yeah. No,
So,
sorry. Cats and dogs shouldn't own humans.
Not in our house.
That's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
they will whine until they're
Look
fed.
who it is. Boom!
Wow.
Hey, you.
Hey,
Look at
How
this
are
guy. Look
you?
how good he looks, man.
what is going on?
All right.
All right.
What's happening, man?
Just wanted to check in and say hi to everybody. Say hi to my
Hang with
peeps.
us, bro. Hang with us for a little bit.
Hold on a second, Billy. You didn't send Lee a picture, did you? Have you sent Lee any of your pictures that you sent me?
No, he has no idea.
Lee,
what I got.
who is that?
He sent me that, or he put it up on his Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, put it on my Facebook.
I already know.
Do the
dude.
ladies know who that is? Do you remember the movie All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise?
With Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Tom Cruise and Leah Thompson?
Heard of it.
That was his
That was
player
his
name.
last name, Georgievic.
It's called
It's
the
Georgievic.
Georgievic.
Yeah.
The Georgievic.
Sorry, yeah, right, Georgievic.
Dude,
That was the
fight
movie.
me.
I think,
That's the jersey. That's the jersey of the day.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was the movie
Derek
right before Top Gun.
That's right.
Pearson's the man.
Oh no! Wait a second. He did Red Dawn too, didn't he?
Oh,
Was he in Red
No.
Dawn?
Tom
No.
Cruise was not. That was Patrick
No.
Swayze.
Patrick Swayze
Patrick
was
Swayze.
the leader.
Charlie-
of that.
Charlie
Wait a minute,
Sheen.
though. Hold
Charlie
on.
Sheen and Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, but there were a whole
You
bunch.
know what? But there were a whole
actors.
bunch of kids.
Yeah, I know, but there was
Including
no.
the chick from
There was no
chick
Tom
from,
Cruise. Leah Thompson was in Red Dawn.
Okay.
was it Leah Thompson? Okay, Leah Thompson. I thought what's her name was the girl from
No, and what's his name? The guy from E.T. was in there too. The older son.
yeah, but you know who else I was thinking of?
Who?
Patrick Swayze. What's the movie he did? The dancing movie. What's that dancing movie?
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, wasn't the girl? Wasn't she? That was before they did Dirty Dancing.
Jennifer Grey.
Grey.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Grey.
Wasn't she in it?
Jennifer
I'm
Grey
looking it up.
was in Red Dawn. Yes.
Yes. Okay, I thought she
And
was.
C. Thomas Howell was in the movie.
Right. That's
and-
what I told you. See Thomas Howell from
Brad
E.T.
Savage, Jennifer Grey, Patrick Swayze, Powers Booth,
Charlie Sheen.
Powers
Leah
Booth.
Thompson.
Powers Booth was the pilot that was killed.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. Back
Um,
then you could do movies like that. Now they're $8 million a piece. You can't. That's why you can't get all those actors together.
Well, they were all, but be safe to say they were all young and not really known well.
That's right.
So they were.
That's
cheap.
right.
Right.
But that's how.
They were-
That's how you get movies like that. You don't have movies like that anymore.
No, you're right.
On the cusp
Everybody-
of making it famous. But, you know,
Right.
Leah Thompson, Bill and I were talking earlier, Leah Thompson made the Back to the Future trilogies. And then
Leah
she
Thompson.
did, she's done. She's done. She doesn't need to make any more movies. You make the Back to the Future trilogy, you're done. You don't need to,
Yeah.
you don't need to work ever
She
again.
hasn't made a movie in years.
She also did Some Kind of Wonderful, which I loved. That was
Yeah.
a great movie.
Well, she did Caroline in the City as well. That was her
Oh,
TV
she
show.
did?
She was
Yeah.
amazing.
That was a great
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Great show, yeah.
Well, I just
Caroline
wanted to
in
call
the
and say hello to you guys and tell you I loved you all.
Yeah. We
Well,
love
that's
you
why I
too. We're-
send you the link, big guy.
That's right,
That's why I
buddy.
send you the link.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well,
It's always
we'd love
better
for
to
you
be
stick
vertical,
around
so.
sometime.
Yeah.
Where's Z-Man?
Z.
Everyone shows off their cat. I want to see Z-Man. That's the cat I like. I like Z-Man. He's cool.
I don't know how to flip.
He looks just like Deuce.
I don't know how to
He
flip
looks
this
just
thing.
like
He
Deuce.
does look
Right
like
there.
this. You're right. There he.
There
Oh,
he is.
he's chilling.
Oh,
He's
What's up, Z-Man?
he is flat chilling.
Nice.
Yes, he is.
You know,
That's cool.
he is flat chilling.
And this one, is this the new kitty? Is that your new kitty, Pauline?
No, this is the old one. This is
Okay.
the 17-year-old.
That's the one that walks
Awesome.
over and looks and goes,
This is my 8-year-old Z-Man.
hey, Z. What's up,
Amy.
Z-Man?
Amy, you have pets, don't you?
I have 3 dogs, 3 lizards, a snake and rabbit, and 3 hissing cockroaches now in the house.
Ew.
Hissing cockroaches. Nasty.
So wait, where was
The
the snake?
mid-suckers.
Did you find the snake?
Oh yeah,
Where was he or she?
Sophie's rabbit started
Garter
freaking
snake?
out. It's a African ground snake, house snake, African
Yeah, what'd you pick
kind of
that?
really cool, glossy, beautiful
You
snake.
didn't get that in
Did
your
you keep him?
backyard.
No, and it got out of the cage and it was on Sophie's windowsill heading towards the rabbit, and the rabbit was not too happy about that.
I'll
So that's how they found the snake, because the rabbit was pissed.
Well, that
Yeah.
snake's. I'm going to tell you right now. It's good that snake didn't get in there because that rabbit would have tore it up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I've seen lots of videos of rabbits with snakes, and I'm not talking about big ass snakes. I'm talking about smaller, whatever.
Yeah,
snakes. Rabbits
It's also been the opposite. It's been the opposite where the snake ate the rabbit.
Well,
That's
I've
right.
seen that too.
Many
Yes.
times.
That's usually a big
Yeah.
old fat snake that they.
That's a
wander
big old
upon.
dinner to that snake.
Yeah, yeah, but not to her.
Yeah.
The one you had. How big was the one you had?
The snake is like a 3-foot snake, but it's.
Okay.
I mean, 3 foot seems big, but it's really,
Yeah,
you know.
Right.
I think
small.
that rabbit would have had.
We bought a garter snake in. We caught one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
How
mom let us
big?
keep it. My mom let us keep it. Couldn't have been 3 weeks later. That fucking snake had like 90 snakes. Had all these.
Oh.
We had freaking garter snakes everywhere.
Oh my god!
My mom was like, dump that shit out back. We're not having this. This isn't going on.
That's hysterical.
There were snakes.
Oh.
There were snakes everywhere.
Wasn't too long ago that we had a really big, like maybe 6 foot long black snake in our backyard.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
to me,
You know-
oh yeah, no, I love black snakes. I'm like going, I was out there talking to him. He's slithering away from me, and I'm going, hey man, go get some mice, buddy.
you saw a 50-foot black snake, Aesop fables. You need to
50?
fucking take a picture of it.
I said 6.
What?
6 foot, not 50.
I thought you said 50 foot.
No.
So
6 foot. It was like 6 foot. It was pretty good size. I
That's
mean,
a good sized snake.
yeah. And I was out there talking to him because you know what? I love black snakes. They kill freaking squirrels, number one.
Oh, they're
They
good.
kill rats
I
and
gotta
mice.
run. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
All right,
All right,
buddy.
dude.
Peace out.
Peace.
So
Love you.
stupid question. How do you tell between a male and a female snake? I'm serious.
Oh,
How do you tell?
Their head.
By their head.
Okay.
Tell by the head, or you turn
How
them,
good they give head? What?
you turn them over. You turn them over and look for their glands.
How good they give
Okay.
head? Is that what you said?
I'm not going to touch it. I just want to know how you tell the difference.
Right.
You look at their sexual organs. Uh-oh, he left.
A snake is a snake. I mean, how do you tell? Whatever.
Dude, you just turn it over in the little hole that's back by its tail. You spread it open, and they can tell. I don't know. I've never looked. I don't know how to do it, but I know it can be
Interesting.
done.
Tony showed me the video that today. Reba McEntire was walking through a 3rd floor of a building in Oklahoma, and the stairs just collapsed.
Where?
See this? She was in Oklahoma somewhere.
Who is it?
Look, Reba McEntire.
Oh, Reba.
It's on.
Hey, I'm in Old Town.
Nice.
Very
Are
night.
you at
Having
Capes?
dinner
Are
with
you at
Kathy
Capes
with
and
Kathy.
Cocktails? Are you at Capes and Cocktails? Fred,
I don't know how to do this, but here. Where is
can
she?
you hear me, Fred?
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Dude,
Fred, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's loud here.
You're not at
position here.
you're not at Capes and Cocktails, are you? At the fish market?
We're still waiting for next flight, so we decided to have a drink and some dinner.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, go to the fish market. My buddy Matt and I go there all the
Right
time.
here, buddy. It's right here.
Yeah, they're having a big St. Jude event there tonight. Capes and
Nice.
Cocktails. I
Yeah,
had a show about it this morning.
That's your buddy, Bill?
yeah. Matt and I go to the fish market all the time.
Hi.
The bartender, she's a tall woman. Is it Kara? Is her name?
You're living the life, buddy. You got your
Fish
own
market's
vodka?
it's a great restaurant bar to go to. Really, really good. So I think they've cut that street off right now. You can't drive down anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's
I'm in the
good.
street.
That's a very good idea.
I'm in the street. The curb's over.
Yeah. So people can just walk in and out. That's good.
Hi,
Now
ladies.
you got a
It's quiet tonight.
great
Oh,
you got a great
guys
night to be out.
talking?
Say again, Fred?
I said, hi, ladies. You're not talking tonight, or is that just for the guys? Who
No,
talk?
we're
Oh,
just
so
talking over them.
We
that's
took over
all.
the microphones, and that's it.
Yeah.
We just
I
took
was in
over.
I was at the warehouse a few weeks ago down there. That's a
Nice.
nice place.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let
Yeah.
you guys get back to it. When I get some quiet, I'll be back. See ya.
Works for us. Have fun. No, it's a nice night to be out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they are having though an event. I had on Jeanette Wages this morning on the Be Encouraged program. For the last since 2013 has been running an event every year. It's different every year, but it's called Capes and Cocktails, and it's a fundraiser for St. Jude, and it's a $50 to get into it. The money goes directly to St. Jude. Like when you click to pay, it goes straight to St. Jude.
Right.
She says, I do that because I don't want to have any money in my hands.
Yeah.
She said it goes straight to them. And but they've been doing a good job for a long time. And then I found out she grew up in Germany. You know, that freaking lit me up. Right. But this kid is from Germany that she has, you know, does this fundraiser for. He's already passed away. He lost his battle to cancer, but they're continuing because it's used to be 40% or 20% of kids with childhood cancers survived. Only 20%. Now it's 80%.
Right.
So that's huge difference, and that's not because of Capes and Cocktail, but it is because of St. Jude.
Right.
So, and they don't charge a dime. If you have to take your kid there, they don't ask for any money from you ever.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, if you want to donate some, that's great, but there's no obligation whatsoever, which is freaking unbelievable.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So she was in a building looking over this, but I'm not sure if it was for a project, but the stairs started collapsing and she had to be rescued out of the building.
Wow.
Like all the stairs collapsed. So she's lucky to be alive. But they had to rescue, and you're rescuing a country superstar out of a building.
Right. Who's the dude rescuing her? It's not a firefighter.
Looks like it. Or somebody from the building
with a white shirt on.
Yeah, but yeah, she had to be rescued out of a building. I'm like, wow. So interesting.
Reba, I'm glad she's okay. She's an icon, dude.
So Lee and I had gone to a funeral for some family friends of ours. Their son had passed away. Was a brain tumor, right, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. Friends of our family. But we, it was a very nice service, but we caught up with an old friend of ours who used to be in a band called The Atomics.
The Atomic. There he is, actually in the doorway right there.
Right. That's his wife, Anna. So this album is called Fallen Like Your Angel. And anybody who's listening, buy this CD. If you want fun rockabilly, this is it.
Yep.
This is it. This album is so good, and it's old. And it's like 1999.
It's really funny. In the studio, Tommy, who's the guy in the door looking at his wife, and they still dress like that. They
live in the 50s.
They are retro 50s.
They are 50s, and
I mean, he wasn't really at the funeral, but normally, I mean, he wears his dad's old Air Force jacket, you know, from the Korean War, I think. Anyway, their house is like a 50s house.
Yeah, you
have, of course, you know, it takes a lot of money to make your house.
You step back in time, but this album is rockabilly. Is so good. He's Robinson. He graduated from Robinson.
Yeah.
But this album, Fallen Like Your Angel, is so good. You got to get it.
Actually, the Atomics won Battle of the Bands. In fact, Crazy Cat Lady Chuck will know Tommy Burns.
All right.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Tommy to put it on iTunes.
Is tonight the homecoming 50th year?
Oh, it's tonight. Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it, Billy should have
50 years. 50 years for Robinson homecoming tonight.
Wow.
For what, class of 71?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because they finally have a home game. You're on the road for 3 straight weeks, and you finally have a home game. So our buddy Tony's there. So. No, that's awesome. No, Lee, you should have been there. You guys are all Robinson. I would have understood.
Around all those people are a bunch of
I thought about it, but
non-vax and nut jobs.
It's probably so packed because of everybody in the 50s. Right. I just said, yeah.
Right. Did you guys see? They're saying it's rainwater, but it looked like sewage pipe burst at FedEx Field. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard that.
For week one.
Fell. And
but it was up top, wasn't it? Wasn't it up top? On the upper deck, upper
upper
level
decks,
of the
and
there's no
below.
water up there. It all goes down. So there wouldn't have been a lot of it at the top because it was just immediately drains to the down.
I'm not buying rainwater because it hadn't rained in days from week one.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
there could have been a suite above them. There could have been a suite above them.
Could have been.
But yeah, I mean, just imagine you're there and you're getting rained on, and you're not sure what the hell is raining on you.
Yeah, I know,
Your experience is now shot of going to FedEx Field. So,
but I mean, even sometimes when you find these places that have standing water for decades,
yeah,
and all of a sudden it's the nastiest crap with stuff growing in it. Oh,
I know, but you're in seats and you're getting something. You don't know what it is.
Oh yeah,
I heard they all got tickets though to another game of their choice,
and they went to a suite that day too. They got transferred to a suite, but I ain't going to no suite. I ain't going to no suite. I'm leaving because I'm gonna start smelling, and I'm out. Thank you, but I'm out. I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. So
you just stop by the souvenir department, the apparel, and get some sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and then you go to the suite, take a shower, and change.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea. Get all kind of free crap.
Right.
Free tennis.
I got a couple McDonald's stories for you, and this one I called Tony on. I called Tony today.
Oh God.
It says Twitter users just discovered an abandoned McDonald's in a remote island in Alaska. Everything is still there. Everything, the sign, everything, and it has.
Show me a picture.
I don't have a picture, but it says Twitter users have discovered an abandoned McDonald's, and there are pictures online if you look it up. But it says they still have stuff in there promoting Jurassic Park film series, which was what 20 years ago.
Oh, is that where it's from?
I don't know.
Must be.
The fast food location, which has seemingly been untouched since the 1990s, is on Attic Island, a remote place in the Aleutian Islands, far out in the northern Pacific Ocean. I mean, you got a McDonald's all the way out there, but it's gone viral for this one town where everyone lives in this one town, but this McDonald's is abandoned. And Tony, with his museum and everything he collects, dude, I was like, road trip, go get all your McDonald's crap, and everything is still there.
Hold on a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
I can't read that.
I know you can. I'm getting there. Buster Brown. So over here on the right, you see the drive.
It still has, all the menus are it's still there.
Yeah. That's the
It's
inside.
an abandoned McDonald's.
That's just crazy.
Well, if they set it up for Jurassic Park, look at somebody's driving through the drive-thru.
Yeah. I'm like, that's all, Tony. Go into the place, take whatever is still there, all for your museum. Imagine the cups and all that crap that he collects. And it's all him.
Look at this picture. I wish they would make it bigger.
It's been abandoned. It's still
on the counter. They got a nice pirate flag. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So anyway.
And then the one above in the top, that must be where they filmed some of the Jurassic World crap. I don't.
Must have been.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's been abandoned
a lot of
since the
times.
90s.
Listen, I was looking at abandoned places on. Oh, let me get rid of this shit. I was looking at abandoned stuff. I guess I get things about it. And a lot of times when movies come in and do stuff, it costs them more to clean up than it is just to leave it. So they just roll out and leave it. The same thing was, I remember one time I was looking at machines, gigantic machines, and they had a machine that digs these tunnels, like the tunnel that goes underneath the English Sound and stuff like that. These things are unbelievable, huge tunnel drillers, gigantic marvels of machinery. And you know what they do with them? They dig them down in the ground, go all the way to the end where they need to be, and then they dig a little hole over to the left and leave it. You know how much money it costs to make that crap? And then they just leave it in the hole.
Right.
Because it costs way too much to pull it out and get it broken down or move it or whatever. They just leave it down there. And I'm like, what?
Right.
I mean, that's crazy. That thing's an awesome piece of machinery, and they just leave it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird.
So they had another story where man killed in freak accident in a McDonald's drive-through window. A fast food customer was killed in what police called a freak accident at a drive-through window in McDonald's in Vancouver, Canada. So the man opened his door to get something. He dropped from his window, and while paying, setting off last week's tragedy. As he opened the door and leaned out, the car rolled forward. The door hit part of the restaurant, and he was pinned between the door and the frame.
I can see that.
So I'm trying to think at a drive-through how.
Well, the drive-through window sticks out. You're sitting back. You open the door, and it's on the back side of the drive-through window. The car starts to go, and it closes the door on you because it pushes that thing. Oh, I can totally see it.
I mean, that's the way you're going to go, is ordering a hot fries and a Coke from McDonald's. That's how you go out of this world.
It better be hot fries.
Is it at McDonald's drive-thru?
It better be hot fries.
Efforts were made by first responders to revive the man, but tragically he died on the scene. This is an absolutely heartbreaking scenario. Deepest condolences. Police said there is surveillance video showing the accident, but are seeking motorists who may have had a dash cam footage as to basically what the hell happened. His name has not been released. Accidents are not unheard of at drive-thru windows as motorists who try to retrieve something from outside the. I've never tried to retrieve something from outside my car.
No.
I mean,
I have dropped change before.
Well,
like
if
when they're giving me money, change
right,
drops.
I ain't open the damn
they
door.
give you the change, and
Yeah,
they tell you to leave it on the ground.
We have had one time before where we and I will say those cardboard cup holders are pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
But we had it one time. We were trying to take drinks out, and we lost grip of it, and everything fell. They just gave us new ones. I'm like,
Absolutely.
I'm not opening my door,
And you
or
know
I'll
why?
move down.
It's because of people dying in their drive-thrus trying to reach down and grab crap like that. And so they say, don't touch it. We'll get you more.
Right.
Don't worry about it. And then
Because
they have their, what I used to be when I was just out of high school, they had their engineer. That's what my title was. I was a McDonald's engineer. And he comes out and either sprays it out of the thing or picks it all up or whatever he does. I don't know. I used to have to do that all the time.
Right.
Right
Because
after I changed the vat of grease that the fries were killed in.
Because this stuff is not unheard of. In 2012, also in Canada, so I guess going to Canada is not a good idea, a woman suffered serious injuries in just such a situation where her foot slipped off the brake and the car rolled forward. In 2018, a motorist opened a door at a Jack in the Box in St. Louis to get his food. He tried to get back up, but accelerated while doing so, hit a tree, and was pinned between the car and the tree.
It's not funny. Sorry.
Drive-thrus are interesting.
You know what? That's how they weed out the idiots, though. So, you know.
And that's why you go to Chick-fil-A, because you don't have any of those problems. They'll bring the food right out to you. You don't have to worry about a damn thing. You go through that line, and they have got it down to a damn science.
Their pleasure.
Yeah. So,
Their pleasure.
naked woman, 28, drives a golf cart into Florida standoff scene with an armed suspect. A tense standoff between Florida authorities and an armed suspect became even more dangerous over the weekend when a naked 28-year-old woman suddenly drove into the crime scene on a golf cart. The woman, I'm not going to have her name,
naked.
It says a naked 28-year-old woman. The woman, identified as Jessica Smith from Boston, had a quote-unquote distinct odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from her person, and she was completely nude.
No kidding.
I know, right? Girls Gone Wild, yay.
Yeah.
And golf carts.
Yeah. And then my last one is a viral TikTok shows a shoplifter getting abandoned by her getaway driver. So and I've seen this video, she's got a bunch of clothes. She's ran out of the store, supposed to have a getaway driver. The getaway driver sees the police coming. He takes off. It's on YouTube. She drops the clothes and is running to the getaway car as he speeds off.
I've seen similar too. A porch pirate, same thing. This woman ran to the porch to grab packages.
Oh.
Somebody chases her, and the car takes off and she gets caught.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
But you know what that means, though? When she gets caught, she narcs him out. He gets caught, too. So there you go.
I got to tell you, my ring that we bought, I got it for my birthday. Best $100 I've spent in a long time. That thing will pick up anybody and everybody. I could be in DC and it'll tell me if someone's at my door. The camera is very good. It scares the crap out of people because they also think that's the doorbell. So they'll hit that button and it'll see, and someone's going to pop up. And even if there's no lights on at nighttime, it will still have a full shot of who that is. And you can record it. All that, and it's also got the lady across the way who's aware of our ring and actually likes it. She actually may buy her own. But this damn thing, it picks up anything and everything. You could talk to whoever's there. So best thing
I'm surprised about right now. I'm going to say it right now because I'm never coming out to your house to do this, even though it's very tempting. But you know what? I don't know why more people don't stage crap in front of those rings. Like wear costumes with like it costumes and come around.
My door, you have to have a purpose to come to my door. It's not seen from the street, so you have to have
the purpose would be to scare the crap out of you. That would be the purpose, Bill.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you know that person has a ring, so what you do is you get all your it crap on, and then you wave a stick so that it goes off, and then you turn around and go, and they, my God, what would you do, Bill?
I'll look for you to do that sometime.
I won't do it. I'm not coming all the way out to your place. No way. But I'm telling you, I might find some of my neighbors.
Lee, I got to tell you, if you ever come to my house and you moon me in my ring, you ain't coming in my house, dude. Sorry. You ain't coming in my house.
Does your wife get the same ring?
Yep, she does.
Oh,
so you do not moon my family, whatever you do.
I won't. I won't.
But anyway, no,
honestly, you see some derelicting dude with a hood on kind of stumble past your yard, it's probably going to be me.
But I was on a conference call the other day, and it kept going off. And so I texted my wife. I said, what the fuck is going on? The lawnmower, the guys were mowing the lawn. They kept going back and forth. And it probably will go off when she takes the dog out, but it kept going off, and I couldn't figure out why the hell it was going off till the lawnmower guys are going by, and it picks up any motion of you going across the lawn. So anyway,
and then the other best part about it, I heard you guys, is that you know how that thing is affixed to the house with a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take that thing off and go walk around and put it somewhere else on the house.
Right. There's some kind of metal in our door frame because it'll just stick right to it because it's got a little metal piece on the back of the ring, but it sticks right to the door frame and it ain't going nowhere. So
we told you guys about the television remotes.
Yeah, you guys heard that story, right?
We told you all that story.
Everybody's done that stuff.
Yeah, I came up with that when I was coming home from our apartment. Amy, you didn't nod, so I didn't know if you'd heard this story before. I came home. Have you heard this story, Amy? I came home one night. I'm walking down the front of our apartment buildings that were in our neighborhood, and I'm looking in the ground level apartments, and I'm seeing people on their TVs. They got their cable box, and they're watching their TVs. And I went, ding! I went in our house. I said, Bill, come with me. And he's like, what? I said, just come with me. Trust me. I grabbed our remote, our Cox remote, right? Or Media General. Maybe it was Media General. Bill, was it Media General then?
Media General. Fairfax Media General. Yeah.
Came downstairs. We walked over thing. I said, oh, see that house right there? I see it watching the TV. He goes, yeah. I said, turned it off. He's like, oh, shit. We went around a couple of different houses and effed with people's TVs. Turned up the volume really high one. Changed the channel. No one had a clue what they wanted. They had a defective box. Anyway, dude, there's not any more fun than watching people get up and going, what the hell's going on?
Right.
Galen did that to our neighbors when we lived in Centerville, Virginia.
I mean, it makes life fun where you can just mess with people. Because
he would take the dog for a walk.
Take the remote.
And as he walked by people's houses.
You lived in Centerville?
Yeah, we did. Back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Before or after Barnum and Bailey?
Where after.
After.
After the circus, before law school.
Where in Centerville?
Pretty close to Centerville. We're pretty close to where like Braddock ends. There's a bunch of tons of townhouses.
Yeah.
So we moved in before they built like all the new shopping areas, and
yeah,
in fact they built the big movie theater when we were there.
Yeah, we were in the townhouses where 66, 28, and 29, like 28, 29, and 66 in that thing where they now built the Great Wall of Centerville behind the Great Wall.
I don't even recognize Centerville anymore.
No. We used to look out the bedroom window and see how the traffic was on 66.
You can go down there every 6 months and something's different.
Yeah, they're redoing the overpass right now, and it's I drive through it every day, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
of what they got going on. So, have you guys ever flown Southwest Airlines?
No.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Pauline, have you flown Southwest?
No.
Okay.
Southwest are badasses. I love them.
So Southwest, I'm now going to fly Southwest because their flight attendants do the little spiel in a way that's funny, and it breaks it all up.
Yeah.
We're going to ask for your attention while the flight attendants point out the safety features of this aircraft. We're going to ask you to pay attention to my ex-wife up here and her two new boyfriends there in the central aisleway. Now, folks, in the event that you haven't been in an automobile since 1942, a flight attendant has to show you how to fasten a seatbelt. So you do this, to unfasten it, you do that, and that seatbelt needs to be low and tight across your hips, just like the hot pink Speedo I'm going to be wearing when we get to a hotel hot tub tonight in Manchester. Now, folks, you don't like the jokes of the service tonight. There's 8 ways out of this airplane. You feel free to use them.
You don't like the jokes. There's 8 ways out.
Two rear exit doors. Those signs on the ceiling and the disco lights on the floor, they'll lead you to these exits. And that seatbelt pocket in front of it's a safety information card outlines the safety features of this aircraft, as well as our evacuation processes. Please take a moment to look it over. And in the event that Captain Michael decides to turn the Love Airlines, Southwest Airlines, into a cruise this evening, somewhere between here and Manchester, we're going to instruct you how to remove this life vest from beneath the seat. Folks, this is a life vest. It is not a toilet seat cover. You place it over your head. You bring that.
So I'm flying Southwest because that's funny.
You snap it in front.
Yeah, not all of them do it now, Bill. Not all of them do it. You know what I mean? But JetBlue has a couple people that do it. There's several people that do.
But especially today, with people just freaking out and wearing masks and so goddamn uptight about everything.
Yeah,
it's great to break the tenseness up and make it funny. I like that.
What happened on your last flight?
My last Delta flight coming in and out of Atlanta. They were a little humorous. They threw a little bit of that in, or something. And my Chuck's grandmother always said, on your way to heaven or hell, you got to go through Atlanta, and that's
well, no, if you're on United, you have to go through Denver. So
no, I've been to Atlanta's airport, and because I had to be in downtown Atlanta, and I was like, why the hell is it taking Washington D.C. so long to have Metro go out to Dulles Airport? Where this thing took you right to Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport, you went through the tunnel and you're on the damn flight. I mean, now at Dulles, it's just ridiculous.
Right.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, and they have the tram that takes you all along, right down the middle. So all of the freaking whatever the hell they're called, gates are just you stop at each gate. Boom, boom, boom.
It's supposed to be 6 runways when it's all said and done. So it's they're still expanding. So it'll be interesting. Do you guys have a car, a cool? What do you guys think is the coolest car invention? And I'm talking like just your regular Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, whatever. What do you think is the coolest car invention in the last?
Like the kind of stuff we really like.
Like in the last 20, 25 years. What do you think is the coolest car? I'm trying to come up with like a top 20. And I've gotten to 10 so far.
I haven't had a new car in a long time, but Drew has a new car. He has a new Blazer, Chevy Blazer. And besides the backup camera thing I need, his seats are not just heated. He has air-conditioned, cooling seats. Okay. That has been the best thing this summer. He starts the car, turns on the air conditioner, and has everything going. By the time I even got out of the garage and I'm walking to his car, I sit down and it's already lovely in there. It's not hot.
Right.
That was nice.
So I'm trying to come up with a top 20 of the coolest. And I thought about it as I was driving home tonight.
Power windows. No, trust me. Power windows are awesome. You can turn down. You can roll down any window in the car.
Heated steering wheel.
Well, that one too. Yeah,
that was cool.
Wheel.
Okay, here's steering wheel.
Do you have big things or small things?
Well, here's my list. So I was following the van on the way home tonight from the restaurant, and it had the monitors in the back seat of a van for kids to watch movies. That's pretty damn ingenious when they invented that.
Oh, yeah.
But I've got it auto drive. The car can drive itself. Auto park. The
right,
Bluetooth,
your car,
Bluetooth.
Hyundai Sonatas have that.
Not mine, but the newer ones do.
No, I know.
Bluetooth, heated seats, heated ass seat. I mean, that in the wintertime, I just hit that button. I don't need anything else, but just
ass blasters.
heat up my
that down, Bill. It's called.
That's what we call them, ass blasters.
Ass blasters.
That's what we call them in our family.
So I got a heated seats, cooling seat. I got sunroof,
right
TVs for kids, auto start, the CD player, multi CD changer, the side alerts that tell you someone's off to your side, different heat and AC settings so people up front could be warmer than the people in the back, the backup camera.
The lane reminders. My mom and dad had that on their new Subaru.
Yes.
Lane reminders.
And my mom tells my dad he's not allowed to turn it off because that's what keeps him driving safe. He's
Yeah.
Right.
old and feeble.
Yeah, so I was just trying to come up with a top 20.
He hates it. He goes, damn it.
Yeah, coolest inventions of car. I mean, the sunroof when I was invented, that was pretty damn cool to have that. The auto start, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just trying to come up with a top 20 of the coolest car inventions.
Now they don't.
I'm not talking like Tesla. Huh?
Yeah.
Now they don't have sunroofs, Bill. They have, what do they call those things? They go all the way to the back of the car, sunroofs.
Yeah, that Drew's
like whatever.
You sky roof or something. There's there's all
sky
roofs.
So the whole car is now open.
The entire top of the car now is open. Yeah.
Sophie actually looked at one of those.
Did she?
One of the SUVs she was looking at.
Nice.
It's like a gigantic sunroof.
It is.
Right.
It like the whole sky. We were waiting in the drive-through, and we heard dripping. So Drew pulled it back, and we were watching everything drip from the roof.
So Drew opened his door to check what it was and got
Right.
stuck.
We decided not to open the door, just look up.
Right. The side door open for vans. Like if you got a bunch of groceries and you just click it and it'll open the door for you.
You kick your foot underneath the back.
That's another one. The trunk open with your foot. You just basically wave your foot. Because if you got a lot of groceries in your hands and you can't open up the trunk,
I don't know how this works. Okay, I don't know how this works, but I'm going to tell you. When we rented a Pacifica when we went to Florida, it had a feature where for the backup camera for when you're parking the car or whatever, you could get an overhead view of your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, well, it's just an estimation. And then I realized that the car next to us on the overhead view was the same car that was next to us. It wasn't like just it was a red freaking Ferrari or whatever the hell it was. And I'm like, how in the do they know how to what?
Yeah.
I was like, they must have a freaking drone following the damn Pacifica everywhere it goes.
I've got an invention that you two gentlemen probably don't even think about, but for those of us who are shorter, the SUVs that have the little steps that come out.
Yes.
I don't have them, but my sister and her husband do.
They also have the pedals will come forward for you.
Some of those things are insane.
Have you ever seen that before?
Which one?
Yes.
The gas and brake pedal will move forward for you if you're short.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which of course makes it so that 10-year-olds can steal your car. But but
that's really cool.
It's about the height of a 10-year-old.
What did you call the side steps?
I don't know. Just like
it's the rail. It's
steps
the
that come out so you can climb up in the vehicle.
Yeah, the step up for
a lot of the bigger vehicles have those, like the trucks and stuff.
For the longest kind of time, I did not like the auto seatbelt. Like you got in it, whether you liked it or not, it put the seatbelt on you. I was like, no, if I don't want to wear it, I don't want to wear it.
I like it. I tell you right now because I forget to put my seatbelt on, and I want to be strapped in because I remember when I took driver's ed at Robinson. the state trooper came in and said, "I've never unbuckled a dead person," and I said, "Oh, damn."
You guys have forgotten one of the best inventions.
What?
Yeah.
The cup holder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another great item for distracting the driver.
When we were kids growing up,
well, we used to have the plastic little cup holders that you would set the little plastic thing in the window.
In the door.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something.
Parents used to have those.
The steps are called running board steps.
Running board steps.
In 1989, when I was selling cars for Buick, they came out with the Buick Riviera, or the Riviera, sorry, and it had an entertainment screen, touch screen. And they took it out because so many customers complained about how distracting it was. Well, guess what? Everybody's got in their car now. You know what I mean? I'm like going, oh, dude, we had like one of the first cars that ever had one of those screens. People pitched a wall-eyed fit, but it was cutting edge. You know, it was cutting edge. It was a beautiful freaking screen. It's beautiful. Now people can watch movies while they're driving. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? You can't. You're too distracted as it is. I had this kid today. I'm driving along, and all of a sudden, he starts slowing down exponentially. And I said, son of a bitch is on this phone. And I went out around him. Sure enough, he's fuddling with his phone. And that whenever you see a car suddenly slow down, that's probably why.
Well, it's also a dead giveaway at nighttime when you follow them. If their car's lighting up inside, they're on their phone. So it's pretty much a dead giveaway that's what they're doing. So
that's true.
You guys obviously know who the Rolling Stones are, but are you a fan of the Rolling Stones, the music, the band?
Some of it, yeah.
I'm okay with it.
So obviously you guys heard about Charlie Watts, right? The drummer died.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what happened to the tour manager?
Mm-mm.
He also died.
How?
He was digging a grave for his dog, and an accident happened. He got impaled and died instantly.
What?
Digging a grave for his dog. I don't want to know how he got impaled, but that's how he died.
Plastic bag, trash can, done. What the hell? Yep. Are you out digging a hole? No, I'm kidding.
He was so not only did they lose Charlie Watts, a week later they lost their tour manager. So it's not a good time for Rolling Stones. He was digging a grave for his dog, and he got impaled. Then something happened and died instantly. So
at least he was digging a grave. Never mind. Sorry, just kidding.
I don't know. So
I have the most screwed up mind that thinks of these things.
I'm going to do a new segment for you guys.
I'm a shock jock. Okay.
I'm going to see if you can translate from another language.
And German, we're good.
You get a choice: Italian, Spanish, French, or German. Which
German?
Okay.
Spanish and Italian.
Okay. Lee, translate.
Oh God.
Hold on.
Are you gonna show it to me?
I am. Hold on.
Because I know you ain't gonna be able to freaking pronounce it.
Translate that.
I don't know what Brent means, but it's talking about a muffler on a car.
No.
Nope. Nein. Das Auto steht die Auffahrt. Oh, maybe that's the.
Is it a fart?
Oh, Auffahrt, not Ausfahrt. Sorry.
Is that the
Auffahrt. Hinunter, which means underneath, und brennt. I don't know what that means.
Gift.
It means a dog, car, Auffahrt.
I'm thinking about a gift car.
Let me know when you give up.
Let me call my cousin.
Yeah, I need Kyle and Drew.
Go right ahead.
Bill.
Go right ahead.
Oh no, he's German, Bill.
Kyle and Drew might be able to get it.
Das Auto steht die Auffahrt hinunter und brennt. Means the car is at Auffahrt under Brent.
I don't know what Brent is.
I don't either. Never heard of that word.
It is the car is down the driveway and is on fire.
Und brennt, that's fire?
That's fire? That's on fire?
Weird.
That's what on fire. On Brent means on fire. The car is down the driveway and is on fire.
Auffahrt, that's what driveway is. Yeah, yeah. Alpha. I
Okay.
knew I've heard that word before.
All right.
Just didn't know.
Italian,
By the way,
French, Spanish, or
Aus
German?
Poof. Aus Poof is a muffler.
Okay.
We know that because we were
Which
driving
language you want to try
somewhere.
next?
Italian. Hey.
Translate that.
The car is down the driveway on fire.
No.
It's about a person. What does sono cose mean? Cat lady. What's sono cose mean?
The person is,
Yeah.
the cozy
And
means
my-
like, usually means like. Person is like
the aura de
An anchovy. Oh, I'm kidding.
Chivoli.
gold.
But my Ticono. The ear.
The aura de something.
Person has a gold necklace on.
No.
No.
Gold.
I have no idea, Bill. I don't know Italian.
A single person.
What's understated?
By the way, have you ever had cozy pizza? It's pretty damn good pizza. It's
I have.
oven wood.
See, that's what he's telling us. One person
No.
had some anchovy.
No.
Pizza di Cono.
No. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The people are so friendly, but they tell me that it's time to leave.
The aura. Time to leave. The understand. Okay.
Amice is friend, but what's the volley part mean? I can only cuss in Italian.
Yeah, the people are so friendly, but they tell me it's time to leave.
I can cuss Italian too. Fuck you.
I used to be able to get by in Italian with all the opera singers and directors and stuff.
Of
But now
course, you speak Italian. You
But
sing
now the
Italian.
only thing I remember is how to cuss. And say bad words.
Scheiße is the only thing I know in
That's
German.
Deutsch.
German.
That's Deutsch.
All right. Italian, Spanish, French, or German?
Oh, I can cuss the hell out of you in German.
How about French?
Français. Ah, Bundesliga de l'État. Anybody know where that's from? Anyone?
What was that?
Bundesliga de l'État.
Bundesliga?
Le foul is sest, se, right? S-E-S-T is se.
The group is
Resembles
meeting at the
the Eiffel
a la
Tower.
Torre Eiffel.
the group is meeting at the Eiffel Tower.
Close. The crowd has gathered at the Eiffel Tower.
Tower.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Very good.
La
So
Tour
perfect.
Eiffel.
Okay. All right. Pick another one.
Spanish.
Español.
Anybody here do Spanish? Like anybody really know Spanish?
I just hear the
Other
kids
than-
talking Spanish.
I took 2 or 3 years in high school, but I don't remember it. But I know enough to order coffee and donuts in Honduras. I'm good.
There you go.
The
El
cat-
gato ha salido corriendo y está comiendo hierba.
Cat has something saliva and hungry is the commando catnip.
Catnip.
Commando-
There's no catnip.
The cat is salivating and very hungry for
Comiendo is off of La Comida.
comida to eat. Commendo.
The cat is crazy because they're eating herbs.
Yeah, catnip.
The cat has run outside and is eating the grass.
Grass. Okay.
Here,
El gato, the cat.
El
Of course, I
gato.
know this.
all right.
Forgot about that.
We'll do a few
El
more.
gato.
We'll do a few more.
How
What's the next
about
one?
My
one?
French again, actually.
Al dein Mund, du blöder Hund. Al dein Mund, du blöder Hund.
Give Lee another German one.
All right. See if you can get
Yeah,
this
another
one.
one, dude. There's words I have no clue.
Where did you get these, Bill?
Dude, I lived in
just-
Germany 40 years ago, by the way.
It's
That's
I
what the kids know.
have a Spanish lot porter at my property. Super nice. She works very hard, but sometimes with the communication, if I need to tell her to do something, I just go on Google where it says translate English to Spanish.
Oh, that's
and if I say
Bill.
It helps.
I'm just telling you, one of these days you're going to go out there and go, and she's going to say,
what do you mean? I'll just blame the computer. If I've got to say, can you please go, pick something up at this particular building, I'll just translate from Spanish to English. And she's like, got it. I'm like, okay, here you go.
German is just the funniest language.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. My birthday.
Steht bevor.
Hast du mir ein Geschenk gekauft? My birthday, I don't know, it's at some point, some day, steht bevor. Have you gotten me a present?
Very good. My birthday is coming up. Did you buy me a present?
Okay.
My birthday is coming up. Did you buy me a present?
Yeah. I always laugh at
I know the hast du mir ein whatever.
I always tell the boys, say happy birthday or I love you in German, and they yell it, and it always sounds like a curse, but it's happy birthday or I love you, and it's just like, wow.
It's just, have you guys ever seen the YouTube where they have the difference between the different languages? Have you ever seen that before?
Oh, where the German is like
too funny. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, Hospital. Krankenhaus. German.
Have you seen
Krankenhaus.
Have you seen the guy that calls the cats?
No. Deinen stinkenden Fürz stinken den Raum. Okay. Your stinky feet are stinking up the room.
Close.
You're
close.
I don't know what Fürz is by chance.
Your smelly
What's
socks
Fürz,
are stinking
then?
up.
Bill?
No.
What?
What's Fürz?
Your smelly farts are stinking up the room.
Yep.
Farts.
Okay.
That's important stuff to
I got
know.
everything but the Fürz. That's pretty good, y'all.
Next time I do a radio show with Lee, I'll say your first or
your Fürz. Fürz.
Your Fürz.
Umlaut U has a Y sound.
Fürz. I was thinking in the room.
Raum. Yeah,
oh my God, we had one where
I remember we taught my grandmother. We were having problem with the heat in her room when we lived in Germany, and the guy, I forget his name, but he was the guy that owned the property that we were renting. Super nice guy. And he came in. It's not Herr Weber. Anyway, my grandmother, we taught her to say, "Meine Zimmer ist immer kalt." You guys know what that means?
Meine
Zimmer ist immer kalt.
My room is either hot or cold.
Always cold.
Always
My
cold.
room is always cold. Immer cold. Always.
Always
Kalt. Yeah. Heiß would be hot. Mein Zimmer ist immer heiß.
Okay.
It never really got hot enough. You could just open the windows. I don't know if we even had air conditioning there. I don't know. Never got that hot. You know what I mean?
Right.
We played outside all the time. I don't remember ever being a lot of heat. Never being sweltering or anything.
All right, one more. Italian, Spanish, or French?
How about French?
Francais. It's the closest thing to English anyway. Francais. I remember, okay. Uh-oh. Something
The
three.
Summer Olympics.
Three something. 3 ounce.
Something in
whatever
3
that is.
years.
Is that years?
The new Summer Olympics will be in 3 years. Happen every 3 years.
The Summer Olympics will be here in 3 years. Very good.
3 years.
All right, very good.
Very good. All right.
I'd love to learn Italian. The girl I had on today, though, she speaks 8 languages.
Wow.
Until the end of my little show.
Hey, Melania Trump knows about 50, she says. So.
Well, I believe she does.
Go.
She's rich as crap and travels all over the world. I don't know about dude. Let me tell you something. At at Falls Church, this is one thing that I thought was crazy. Just shows you how ignorant I am, and most of us probably are. We had 57 different countries represented at our school, and 70 different languages. 70.
Yeah.
I thought we only had 5 in the world. I was like, 70 different languages? Are you kidding? I was like, that's crazy. And we had some kids from Malta or something like that, some crazy place that no one could understand them. And we had to get a special person from the embassy to come and do translating when they had to do their whatever testing, something or other. And it wasn't Malta; it was some African country that we had to get a special person because they spoke hardly any English. Her parents spoke no English. And I'm like, why would you send your kids to an English-speaking school if they don't know the language?
So many years ago, when I did all my core education courses at George Mason, I did teaching and I did like student teacher type stuff in the summer. And I was put into an ESL kindergarten room.
Oh, God.
It was
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So cool. Well, those kids soak up the language.
They do. It's really interesting because they all spoke different languages. I mean, this was like a very diverse classroom. I don't think more than 2 kids, maybe 2 or 3 kids spoke Spanish, but I think everybody else spoke completely different languages. They had to all learn English quickly just to be able to speak to each other. Yeah. So that was absolutely fascinating.
Which is exactly how I learned German, because we moved to Germany, lived on the economy, and I was about 8 years old. And so all my friends, luckily, where we moved, everybody was the same age. I mean, they're all my age, which was really weird, kind of. You know what I mean? But they all hadn't started English in school yet. They don't start until they're 10 or so. And so they all spoke nothing but German. So guess what? I had to learn to be able to play with my friends. I had to learn German, Kinderdeutsch, Kid German, or Strassendeutsch.
I had
to learn it right away.
Yeah, my first 2-3 years of life, I lived in Spain. And Mom said, as a 2-year-old, I spoke fluent Spanish and English. Yeah. I'd walk up to the door. If there was a guy in an Air Force uniform, I'd say hello. If it's a neighbor, it's hola. You know, but I was 2, so I mean,
well,
how fluent can you be?
Same exact thing. My cousin, who's German and American, my uncle married a German girl. When he was born in France. I don't forget what the city was, but it's right on like Nice. It's right on the friggin' ocean. And he was born in Nice. They lived there for 2 years. By the end of 2 years, he spoke fluent French, and he spoke fluent German, and he spoke fluent English. So, I mean, of course, the French but his mom spoke French with him. She was German, but she spoke French. And so he was learning. Obviously, it wasn't perfect and proper French, but he could talk to people like it was no big deal. And he kept that for a little while, but not so long, because he was only like 2. But yeah, man, that's kind of cool. Well, the other reason why he kept it is because his mom would continue to speak it to him.
Yeah.
At home when they got back to Germany, moved back to Germany, and she would speak French with him, and he would.
My mom was sad that she didn't continue speaking Spanish with us, you know, and so I lived in Thailand for 2 years, though. I never picked it up. I was older. I was
you guys live on base?
No, we were out there, but we went to embassy school where everybody spoke English from all the different things. So everybody spoke English. And now we would go to market and with Thai people, and I picked up words, but I never spoke it fluently. I never picked it up.
So your dad was a spook, huh?
The Air Force.
Yeah, you know what, Dave? Remember that, Bill? Dave Ray. We're sitting at Dave Ray's house. I went to Dave Ray's house. You weren't with me, but at the Dave Ray's house, and I see a picture of him with a bunch of African people. And I'm like, oh, when did you live in Africa? Oh, my dad was stationed with the embassy in Africa. So his dad's in the Air Force also.
Right.
And I said, and he said something. He was telling me something. I said, oh, your dad's a spook. And he goes, what? I mean, he's like clueless. He's like, what? Shut up. No, he's not. What is a spook? I said, a spy. He goes, no, he's not. So we're sitting there, and Frank walks through the room. Dave goes, hey, Dad, Lee says you're a spook. This is the look. You ready? He just kept walking. He said nothing else. He just kept walking out the door. And I said, dude, I lived with one. Don't even start me. If you're working for the State Department in another country, you're working intelligence if you're in the military. That's all there is to it. he may not be a big time, he's not a spy going undercover and crap, but he's the liaison for the guys who are, and he's the one who talks to the guys who are doing all the investigations and going and doing all that super.
Well, speaking of spies, I watched the other night the movie No Way Out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a really good movie.
Think about that at the end. Was he Russian?
Yeah.
Did they leave that? Didn't they just leave that to everybody to guess, or did they actually out him?
Well, they started talking in Russian, and and the guy who played his landlord, supposedly landlord, they were talking in Russian. So I remember it's been so long since I watched it. I forgot that the landlord was his Russian mentor or whatever. So as soon as he pulled the door open at the end of the movie, I was like, damn, that was the landlord. But no, that was such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
But I love anything that's filmed here in the area. So
but you know what was funny? Remember this. When he jumped over one of the walls when he was being chased and he went down into the subway and got on the subway, that was not Metro.
No,
Chicago subway.
Yeah.
I love some of those movies where they're going through DC and you're like, he just jumped 5 miles. He turned left and he's on the other side. That's not right.
Yeah. Because he was on the Key Bridge.
Can you imagine how people in New York are when they do those New York chase scenes? They're like this.
Yeah, to get from the Pentagon to the Key Bridge Marriott, that was pretty damn fast. All that traffic. So, but anyway, so let's go introspective for our last half hour of the show.
Okay.
What is your and then it got worse story? Do you have one? Your and then it got worse in quotes story. Do you have one? Like your day start off and it just gets worse. I mean, you're saying to yourself it can't get any worse, but then it does. It just gets worse and worse and worse. So do you guys have one?
I've had days like that, but I can't probably off the top of my head.
My only days are like medical stuff.
I get to the school and I'm like,
well, Lee, you can talk about your IKEA.
My IKEA?
Right. So when I went to pick you up for the funeral, you spilled the water on top of the car, and then later that night you said you were helping Madeline do something, and you pressed 2 shelves together. Yeah. So there's your and then it got worse.
That on me.
Then it got worse. So tell that story.
Oh yeah, well, no, just Bill screwed me over with the water I put on top of his car, and then he freaking put it in park and let off the brake on a hill. Woo! Threw the bottle. I mean, threw my cup out on the ground. My brand new filled up cup, and I freaking lost it. Bitch. I was pissed off. And then we went to the funeral, which was great, seeing Tommy and Josh and people we hadn't seen in a while. And that was wonderful. And it was also a very somber occasion. Anyway, it was really good service and everything. And then I came back, dropped it off, and my wife had bought a new shelf. I assembled that while I was watching football, and it was, I got it together pretty good and easy. Oh, no, never mind. That was Sunday because she went and bought a new shelf. Saturday is when we got home, and my daughter, this is part of what pisses me off. My daughter's got me wrapped around her little finger. And so she's like, Dad, will you come help me clean my room? And I'm like, no, because I was watching football actually on Saturday night, college football. And I'm like, no. And she's like, Dad, please. Oh, all right. And I get up on, because she gives me that, oh, you don't love me. I should just say, screw you. But I don't. I get up and I go to help her. I thought, okay, honey, I'll help you. And she says, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I was helping her with her. She wanted me to help her put away her friggin' clothes is what it was. She didn't want me to help me clean up his room. He wanted me to help me put away her clothes. So we're doing that, pulling out whatever. And there was a bunch of stuff on the floor. I reached down to pick it up, and I rested my hand on the shelf of one of the things. And when I pushed to get up, how when you're right in that place where you're off balance unless you're grabbing onto something, I was grabbing on that shelf, and it went down to the next shelf, and it and I just went straight down onto my face. And I apparently on the side of the thing scraped the living crap out of my arm. I mean, it hurt so bad. And I'm laying there, and my sister's like, my daughter's like, "Are you okay, Dad?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm okay. I'm all right." I didn't curse. I didn't freak out or anything. I mean, I just felt, and I'm sitting there going, "Unbelievable, unbelievable."
Amy, stop trying to laugh.
She's not laughing.
She's trying not to.
It makes me cough when I laugh. I'm trying not to.
That's the minor one. That's the minor one.
Lord.
Here's the major one.
Oh dear.
And then there's this.
Ow.
Thing.
Ow, ow,
and
ow.
it was so much worse than this. This is nothing compared to what
Good
it was.
Lord.
Yeah, I just went.
That is insane.
And if you can see, can you see the ridges? That's where the shelf went down my arm.
Did you go to Fairfax?
Air out. Hell no. My wife doctored me that night, and then my mom doctored me the next night. My mom's got a freaking bag. Here, Amy, you want another shot of that? Hold on, you look like you're getting a little ill. I don't want you to get ill or anything. No, my mom has this because remember when my dad had that massive wound on the inside of his leg?
Yeah.
Remember that, Bill?
Yeah.
And my mom used to have to. It was like deep in there. I mean, she had to it was layered. I mean, it was down inside of his leg, and she was sent home with instructions how to doctor it and how to put in, put in cotton or whatever the hell it was to stuff it, and then the bandage over top. Anyway, whatever. So she's got a bag full of crap. So that's where these things come from.
You have to replace them every day?
Oh, well, I need to keep them covered because they're still open.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though they're getting there. They're getting there. That one up at the top, right up here, was bleeding profusely. But you can see the bruise around it, right? You guys see that bruises?
Yeah.
All around that top? It's hugely bruised. But yeah, no, I didn't go to the doctor or anything.
Okay. All right. Can anybody top that?
And I've hit it half a time.
I've had days where I walk out and I have one blue shoe, one black shoe, or little thing. But I remember just one thing after the other. I just kept spilling my drink, the food, this, that. It just kept going, and I'm like, I just want to go home and start the day over.
Mm-hmm.
And I got home and forgot the laundry. It'd been sitting in the washing machine all day. It has to be rewashed. I did one thing after the other, and I'm climbing into bed thinking, okay, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm finally getting to go to bed. And I climb into bed, and I feel something wet and yucky.
Cat pee in your bed.
Cat threw up.
Oh, threw up, whatever.
Threw up all over.
Been there, done that. Been there, done
reason
that.
not to have a cat.
Been
The
there, done
sheets that had just been put on the day before. So I had to strip the bed, the mattress pad.
Another reason not to have a
the
damn
bed.
cat.
Oh,
Well, dogs do it too. So
yeah.
or diarrhea.
Oh,
Many had
Dogs jump up on your bed and diarrhea on it?
We had one daughter did that. Yeah.
Well, you got a psycho.
Many had diarrhea all over the family room. All over the family room. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Let me change. I'm sorry for cat people out there everywhere. Good reason not to have a pet. It's not in a cage where you can poop freely.
Right. Well,
Amy
well,
knows
hold on. Your kids have never thrown up? Just
oh.
random?
Do not have kids too.
Okay.
I used to put towels.
Parenthood,
from the
Bill. That's my
bed to
favorite
the
scene in
bathroom.
Parenthood. All-time favorite scene I've ever seen in my life. Steve
Have
Martin.
had kids throw up in the car. Oh,
the kid
yeah.
throws up on him, and his wife says, "What are you doing? I'm waiting for whatever he says." It's so funny.
One of my best stories when I first started working at my school, the secretary who has since retired told me a story. I mean, and tears were streaming down my face as she's telling this, and I can't even give her credit for
Laughing or sad?
Yeah, laughing or sad?
Laughing.
Okay. All right.
Driving back from the beach with grandkids, and one of them's a baby, and they're stuck in traffic, and there's no place to pull over, and the baby's diaper is definitely filling up in the house. The car smells, and the toddler is complaining that they have to go, but there's no place to pull over, and they're learning to potty train, and they're like, and then she's got to go, and rushing. There's no place. Let's just go home. They manage to, and she's like, her eyeballs are floating. The toddler is screaming because he's kind of getting wet because you couldn't hold it. So she's going to grab for the toddler, and he runs in and he grabs the baby. This is her brother, I think, driving, pulls the baby out of the car seat, and not realizing, grabs and pulls, and just everything exploded and squished, and just all over the car seat, him. The toddler, meanwhile, was trying.
All right, I couldn't handle any more of that.
And she is laughing so hard, she can't stop it. And she ends up peeing herself in the driveway because she's just laughing too hard for the whole thing.
Oh my God, I can't even. I've been there though. I've been there. My daughter threw up.
Classic was getting ready for a Christmas photo, and all over the dress in the car.
Yep.
We had a Christmas photo that she's basically got just basic clothes on. She's not in her Christmas attire. So
Yeah.
So Amy, go ahead.
I was going to say, we had the same thing. Brand new house, second day of in the house potty training, and the 4-year-old decides to sit and go down the steps on his butt one at a time, and proceeds to leave a mark all the way down.
Yep. Yeah. Nice.
It's also why we won't get a Zumba, because if we are out and about and that thing is auto vacuuming and it auto vacuums puke, it's gonna go. It'll just keep spreading it all throughout the room. I had a friend who had that, and that's why I won't get one.
Let me tell you something, man. I remember we had a dog. He freaking pooped in the house. Shoved his nose in it. He never pooped in that house again. Yeah. That's all there is to it. That cat throws up.
But I'm talking the auto vacuum cleaner, the Zumba.
I know you are.
That'll just spread it everywhere.
I know. I hear
never doing that. So, Amy, what about you?
Like one of those days that goes, I've always had huge days like that. Just nothing seems right.
So many stories with your kids.
There's like so many examples of.
And my son ran away. No, anyway.
Oh God, you have no idea.
I love the story of him.
Here with you.
The bathtub, filling up the bathtub and letting the water run because he was letting it go and it was cold, and then he filled it up again. And oh my gosh!
Or like the day that we went up there and he found that he used 70,000 of those little water beads all at once in the big pool, in the big tub. That took days for those suckers to dehydrate enough to get him out of there. Yeah. Oh my God! Oh, he's done all kinds. Oh yeah, we've had. Every day at my house is like that. Are you serious? Absolute shit show.
You guys have heard my story about the jar with the smoke bomb.
Boom. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think probably one of the worst, you can't possibly get worse things. I had Galen drive me to a pottery class. I was taking on the other side of the river, probably like 20 minutes from our house. Yeah. Apparently I got food poisoning at the office earlier that day. Uh-oh. I had to call Galen to come get me. So it was my first night of my pottery class. I was all excited. Had to have him come get me. I'm already feeling like crap. And then the stomach virus, like the food poisoning hits hard. I'm in Galen's car. And then there's nothing we can do because I start throwing up when we're on the bridge. He can't
Why didn't you roll the window down and throw up out the window?
I did roll the window down, but he couldn't stop. That was the problem. We were on the bridge. So that was one of those, you've got to freaking be kidding me. I kept telling him to stop, pull over. He couldn't pull over. People in front of us, people behind us. And then,
I would have said, screw that. Go ahead and get out of the car.
Not on the bridge.
Honk, honk. Who gives a shit? I'm like, my wife's throwing up. You shut up.
Over the bridge.
Oh, God.
I'm serious. I would have seriously
That was one of those, you got to freaking be kidding me days.
And let you out so you could throw up over the bridge. No. And the people behind you immediately are going to know what's going on.
Then we would have been rear-ended.
Back
wait. I bet the perfect. Okay, wait. No, I had the absolute shit show experience. Many years
I have
ago.
answers for everything. So go
No,
ahead.
wait. I've got the ultimate shit show. Here we go. Years ago, we went away for the weekend. We went to the Kalahari Resort outside of Cleveland, Ohio. The day we left to come back.
Africa. Okay, go ahead.
It's like a water park, indoor pool water park, right?
I got you.
The day we left to come home, blew a tire out in the middle of the sticks. AAA comes and gets us. Okay. AAA comes and gets us. That's great. So they changed the tire. We put the spare on. Now we're running on a spare. You can't go high speeds on a spare.
What?
It's a Sunday. We're trying to get home. The kids are in the back. Everybody's tired. So we tell Google, Waze, whatever the hell it was back then, take us back to Pennsylvania, but do not put us on the highway because we can't go that fast on this rated tire. It takes us through the slums of Cleveland. No. You've seen the pictures of Detroit? It has nothing on Cleveland, Ohio. It looks like a war zone. I mean, buildings look like they've been bombed down. We blow our second tire. We have no spare. We pull into what looks like a gas station.
What looks like? It's a gang headquarters. Anyway, go ahead.
It is. You cannot go in the building, and it has 6-inch plexiglass, 6-inch bulletproof glass on it. Everybody who sees us in this neighborhood tells us to get the hell out. We're like, we can't. We have a flat tire. We're using a spare. We can't go anywhere. We call AAA. They said
we're not coming to that area.
They will not come to that neighborhood. They refuse to come to the neighborhood.
So you call the police.
I've never told you guys this story before.
No, keep going.
Holy crap. So we call the AAA people. They're like, where are you? And they say, well, it's going to cost you extra because you already had it fixed once today. Like, we don't care. Just come get us. Of course, everybody has to pee. Everybody's starving. It's like getting dark. Now everybody's telling us you have to get out of here before it gets dark or you will die. People are already looking at my car, trying to figure out. They're like eyeballing it. Some woman who feels really bad basically tells us that her son or her nephew or somebody runs a stolen tire business. She's going to run back to the stolen tire business to see if she can get us a tire. She eventually comes back.
Listen, gangsters have morals and ethics. Let me tell you.
She's like, I can't get you a tire. We're like, okay. So AAA is like hell. We're coming out there. We won't come out there. So then we call the police.
Because they call the closest place to them, and that place knows about that neighborhood.
Right. So then we call the police.
Hell nah.
Oh wait, it gets better. The police won't come to that area. It is so dangerous.
If the police won't come, that's bad.
The police will not come.
Yeah, that's bad.
So now all these nice older gentlemen that were probably living in that neighborhood before it looked like it was a bomb, bomb.
Right. They came and helped you.
They're like, guys, you got to get out of here. You cannot be in this neighborhood. We're like, what the hell are we going to do?
Right.
Nobody will come get us. There's nobody will come. So we had to drive on a spare and a rim. We drive to the closest police station. They won't even come to the door. What?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah. If you're driving through neighborhoods and they got bars on the windows, not a good neighborhood. It's time to get the hell out.
So we had to drive for miles on a spare and a rim.
That's nasty.
At like tiny back roads through the, and then we finally got out, and all of a sudden it's like traditional suburban America. So you go from war zone to, we had to spend the night, couldn't find a hotel. Everything was booked. Finally found a hotel.
I wouldn't even want to stay in a hotel in that town. I'm going to keep on driving until
we couldn't get any further. We couldn't. I mean, we were on the rim. The rims were bent. We couldn't go any further. Right. So we had to then wait for the next day. Yeah. So I'm having to explain to my company that I'm going to be not back at work today. Here's why.
Right. Wow.
It was it got worse.
With spare tires, I remember back in the day they were real tires, and I remember the first time that I changed it, and it was like this thin. I was like, "What the f is this?" Yeah. It's a tire about this thin, about
Believe
that
it or
big.
not, those things are pretty damn durable. I've never had one of those go flat. Being a service writer for many, many years, I've had people pull in with their tire went flat or whatever, and they had those. I've never seen one of those things, and I'm sure it's happened. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
I don't. I mean, I just
that.
I don't see it really going flat, but I'm just like not really. I mean, it's designed to get you to the closest place. I get it.
Right,
I get all that, but I'm like, I don't know if I would trust
what
it.
I'm saying is, I think the design of that thing is actually pretty good.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I drove on one for like a week.
I had AAA come and put a spare on mine. I was going out west on 7. Drew and I got out. We pulled out the spare, and we're like, you know what? We have AAA. Call them. He put on the new tire, and we drove onto Kyle's. We got there, and Kyle said, what the hell? He did this, and he was like, he didn't even fill it with air. He didn't check the pressure on it and all. Thank God we went to Kyle, and Kyle like took it off and put it back on for us, and is like, Mom, don't ever let them do that again.
Right. Yeah. So okay.
Anyway, crazy stuff. I can tell you a million stories, car stories. Believe me. Holy crap! People coming in with crazy ass. And in fact, I remember when I worked at Buick, one of the cars came off the lift. A Buick LeSabre came off the lift. That was not a good day. Yeah. You call the customer. Listen, yeah, your car you brought in for just regular oil change.
Yeah. I have now for my car. I have what's called Fixed, FIXD, that will talk to me everything about my car. I update this whole thing about what's wrong with my car, tires, everything, because I don't ever trust anybody anymore to go, yeah, Mr. Lewis, you got about $3,000 worth of work. No, I don't have $3,000 worth of work done to my car. And if you're changing my tire or something, show me where the problem is. And now I will, and I've told my family, I've told my friends, if a tire has to get changed, mark the tire with a white chalk, take the little cap off, anything to make sure they actually mess with that tire and they did something, because I always have my tires rotated and balanced, all that kind of stuff. But I just don't trust anybody anymore. Did you really do the work or not? Because they're all shysters. All shysters. I'm not mentioning the places. I don't want to get sued. But all these cars, they're all shysters. So show me.
When I used to write servers for Chevy, I remember in a 3-week period, I replaced 4 engines, all because of Jiffy Lube. Because they either forgot the gasket on the oil.
Here's the thing. In 2021,
the plug underneath the oil. And you know what? When we called the Jiffy Lube and said, guess what? They just walked into our store, opened their checkbook, wrote a check. Didn't even blink. Didn't even argue with us. Nothing. Yeah. They make so much money that that's just no big deal. We'll just write this off. Here you go.
In 2021, people just don't know anything about cars anymore, so they got you because they know you don't know anything about your car.
Well, when you're working at
go through your owner's manual, figure out what the problem is before you take it in.
Yeah. Well, when you go to a dealership, in most cases, our dealership, we had so much work that we didn't need to make up shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And every car needs something done to it. Right now, your car, you could drive it in, and I guarantee you, a good mechanic find something that needs to be done on your car.
If you do your regular 6,000 miles,
you're absolutely right.
Change oil, change your engine filter, your car will last a long time if you just do the regular maintenance. And you have in your book in your glove compartment about when the stuff was done, or have it on your phone when stuff was done. You will know. If you don't rotate and balance your tires, the warranties will go out. If the tires, the treads will wear more in the center if you don't rotate them. And these places have got you with warranties where if you don't rotate it and have a part of when you buy the tires and have it as it's a free rotating balance, then they've got you. Because if you don't maintain or pay attention to your car, S is going to happen. So
I'm going to tell you, and you know what we did on the last 2 cars that we bought from Kia. We just got the full maintenance package, the 3-year, 36,000 mile maintenance, repair, warranty, everything. There's no charge to us for anything.
Unless it's something major, right?
No, everything's covered for 3 years for sure. That's already the warranty of Kia. Okay. Actually 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper. Mm-hmm. But for all the maintenance stuff, which is where they get you, we pay a package, and we paid. Well, they want you to pay $1,500 for it. We paid $350 or something for it because that's how much it costs them. It doesn't even cost them that much. It's all gravy to them. And guess what? A 30,000-mile service costs $700.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our first 30,000. We've doubly paid for. We've already had it in there a couple of different times. And they come to you and say, and they are happy. I know, having worked as a service writer, my mechanic finds something that needs to be done that's under warranty. Oh, jackpot! They come see me and they go, "This needs to be done on this car, Lee." I said, "Well, what is it?" Because they have to show the parts to to Kia, so they don't make up shit, because Kia will nail them, and the dealership will have to pay it. But they find something that's wrong, and they're like going, "Yeah, it's covered by warranty. Just call the customer and tell them we're fixing it." And because we still had to get permission from the customer. I call them up, say there's a $500 fix on this car, and they're like, "Oh, I can't afford it." No, worry about it. It's all warranty. You don't have to pay one dime. And they're like, "Oh, okay, go ahead and do it."
Yeah.
Yeah,
but problem is it's going to wait. We have to wait 2 days for a part.
When I've gone to these places before, people aren't even mention the warranty name, either the customer or the place. Customers don't even pay attention to warranties, and it's like you're buying a car, and
that's why I suggest to everybody, while your car's under warranty, take it to the dealership for all its maintenance. Yes, it costs a little bit more, but guess what? When you ask them for a printout of all that crap, when someone says they didn't have their tires rotated, you go to the dealership, they'll print it out for you and show that it has been. Right. So you don't got to worry about it.
And Kyle hates some of the warranty work because...
Oh, yeah, they don't pay
it. No.
They don't pay the shop enough for
what they do, right? The service writers try to get as many, jobs for them as possible, but some of
what? But see, I used to be a service writer, and I was a dispatcher, Pauline, and here's the issue. I used to tell those mechanics all the time, as a dispatcher, listen, I got a shit job for you, which is a warranty job that doesn't pay nothing. But the next $30K that comes in, you get it. And that's all gravy. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I do. I always take care of my mechanics. Always take care of my mechanics.
So you had...
But not everybody's like that.
Right. But you had your team. And poor Kyle has 2 service writers, and they've sort of split it. And the one really good service writer gives all the good jobs to his guys. Kyle's service writer is not aggressive enough.
Every shop looking for mechanics. Tell him to go to a dealership, get EST certified with that brand of music, and go to work at a dealership. First of all, they get paid a lot more at a car dealership, and number 2, they're on the team, so they get.
He works at Jerry's Chevrolet in Leesburg.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, but he's ASCC, whatever. He's got the certification. He's a emissions inspector and a safety inspector, and he's gone and done the new carburetor. And there's 3 other new things from Chevy came out, and he went up
certified on them.
Yeah, he got all the certifications.
Yep. Well, he ought to be able to have no problem. I don't know why they're giving him. Tell him, listen, I need better work. I need more work, better work. If you want me to do all these emissions and state inspections, you need to give me an apprentice, and you need to give me another bay, so we can be working on cars while I'm doing inspections.
Yeah, he does have 2 bays now.
Okay, good. Does he have an apprentice?
He started as an apprentice, and now he's one of the senior guys.
Good. Does he have an apprentice that helps him with oil changes and stuff like that?
Yeah, his buddy sometimes does, but he's not his own personal apprentice yet.
I got you. Yeah. No, we used to have a guy that did oil changes, kind of popped into any of the teams when someone needed an oil change, and they were working on an engine job or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will. Tell him, just keep grinding, man. He'll get there, and he'll get to a point where he knows as much, if not as more than most people. I mean, I've had mechanics who were just freaking genius, how they figured out stuff. And they'd see another mechanic struggling with something, couldn't figure out how to fix it, and he'd walk over and go, "Do this, this, and this." And they go, "Oh, damn, that works."
Yeah.
I tell you what, my serviceman, one day we had this customer who wasn't a customer, it was a used car lot that brought in a Mazda. I think so. A Mazda into our dealership, our Hyundai. We had a Hyundai Mazda. Brought in this Mazda, maybe it was a Hyundai. And it had a knock. So someone let the oil drain out and drove it, and it got a knock in the engine where the cylinder is, right? And you could hear it. And my service manager comes out. And the used car lot is they bought the car and then they saw the knock, or they sold it and the knock that came back to their dealership. And they're like, shit, what do we do? And their mechanics didn't know what to do. So they brought it to the Hyundai dealership to find out if there's anything that could be done. They bring in this Hyundai and it has this knock. And our service manager, who used to be a mechanic a long time ago, he used to listen to all kinds of cars. He walks over and he's listening to the engine, and he goes to one of the guys, go get me some BG44K, which is a fuel supplement. It goes in your gas tank. They bring it out, and he goes, pour that in the oil. And I'm swearing to you. They started pouring it in the oil.
That's it.
Nothing. He goes, you know what? As soon as that 44K diminishes or whatever, that knock comes back. He said, but that 44K lubricates that so much and so well that it takes the knockout.
That's funny.
And he goes, send it back over to him. So we didn't do anything to it. Because I don't want to get sued or anything like that for trying to mock up a car.
Yeah.
But I remember that, and I was like going, and I already knew BJ44K was a freaking miracle drug for cars. So now I was like, holy shit, if I ever have a knock in a car, I'm just going to pour that crap in there. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But BG products are pretty freaking awesome. And I need to put BG44K in my car. I haven't had it put in a while, so I'm going to have that done. Yeah, next time I do an oil change or take it into the shop or whatever. But you have to be careful. You have to know who you're talking to and who you're dealing with. And I'm telling you, one of the things I would love to do is have a little do a little show on what to do for your car, and have on maybe a couple other experts with me, because I don't necessarily count myself as an expert, but and answer people's questions about car problems.
We could do a show like that.
We could.
Did I show you Kyle's latest?
What?
Nice car.
That's Kyle's car?
It was beautiful.
My father-in-law gave him the 57 T-Bird this summer.
What?
And Kyle's restoring it.
Very nice.
Does it look like that now?
Yeah, this is what Kyle just.
So what needs to be restored?
Well, no, he actually
all rusted out.
The gas tank was rusted out, so he bought that. The interior actually still looks beautiful, but my mother-in-law was buying pieces and parts from my father-in-law for the last 25 years. And they were all in the garage. There's a full interior kit. There's a new soft top, hard top, all these pieces. Kyle just bought new tires.
Oh,
and so the only thing that's not original.
Is he going to fix up and show it and take it to shows and stuff?
He's going to.
Holy
the only thing
crap.
original is the paint color was originally black, and the second owner painted it GM blue.
Did he do a good job?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay.
But at some point, Kyle will probably have it restored back to black. But
yeah, which means they got to tear it all the way down to metal, and then we get
right. But
do a lot of stuff. Yeah,
that's his fun project right now. Is this 57?
Oh my God, it's a beautiful car.
Very nice,
dude. I want to drive it. I just want to drive it around town.
Yeah, he finally got it.
Go, whoa!
He got the engine turned over about 12 years ago when we went down to Mississippi, and it literally had it like in an IV system trying to get the engine. And he came down on a Monday night, and by Thursday had it running enough that he got it out of the garage and up onto the trailer, and we took it home to Virginia.
Nice.
Yeah.
God, that's beautiful.
It is really beautiful.
Hey, Bill, you know what what's your favorite car, Bill? What if you could have one car? I think I already know the answer to this. If you could have one car in your garage that you drove when you felt like driving it, what would it be?
I probably would want
breaker 19.
I'd probably the Smokey and the Bandit car. God, I love that car. That is such a freaking awesome car.
Firebird or Trans Am, whatever it was.
Such a freaking nice car.
What about you, Amy? Any car in the world you could have in your driveway
I like my car.
No, I know you do. I know you
like
like your car, but if you could have a car to drive like on Sundays or over the weekends, just to drive around town and everybody go, "Woo! That's awesome!" Is there a car? Or you girls don't think like guys?
I always wanted a '67 Mustang.
65 Mustang too. Oh yeah.
What about you? Come on,
Yeah,
David. There's got to be a
a
car that
Mustang would
somebody
be kinda
had,
fun.
or yeah. I want a 1930 Ford that they draw. Like what's his name drives in the Cobra. Remember Bill?
My dad
His
has.
car in Cobra. That's the car I want, and I want the windshield to be like this freaking wide. I mean, I want that car to look, and I want it to go. I want it to purr like a mug when you start it up. God, I would love, and I don't care if it's all original or all fake. I don't care, as long as it looks like that. That's the coolest damn car. That and the ZZ Top car. I do like the ZZ Top car. She's got legs. She knows how to use them.
I really cannot think of a car I just absolutely would have to have.
I like a Bentley. I mean, I would love to have a Bentley. That'd be awesome.
I think it'd be fun to ride in a Rolls Royce once just to see what it's like.
Yeah, you're right. I'd rather ride in a Rolls Royce than drive it.
Yeah, in the
I'd
back.
rather have a driver. Yeah.
But yeah,
I've always said, Bill, that's my driver is Marcus, man. If I ever get money and I need a driver, he's gonna be my nonstop, all the time driver and security guy and everything. I'm gonna have him packing and everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Packing.
but that's never gonna
That's
happen.
pretty funny. No, the black, or actually, or maybe like a candy apple red, or a shiny like a royal blue. That Pontiac the Trans Am from Smokey the Bandit. That's such a nice car.
Yeah, it is.
With the T top.
Yeah. I've always also
Or
loved
Dodge 69 Dodge Charger. I mean,
yeah, the Chargers are beautiful. How about it? No, you know what I just saw the other day? A friggin' 70-something GTO. Oh man, that car looked good.
70 Chevelle, like
yes, now that's
one
of my cars.
Hills Cop 2.
SS Chevelle, yeah.
Yeah, oh,
that's one of my favorites.
A nice car.
Yeah, one of my favorites right there. But man, but think about this. People see Chevelles. They see all these cars. But how many people see a 1930 Ford like from Cobra? If you drove that down the road, people would go, "What the hell?" Everyone would freak.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want a car, and they don't even have to see me. I don't care about me. I want them to drive that car and see everybody's necks break when they go, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
Let me show you.
57 Chevy.
Except her, she has no neck.
Candy apple red 57 Chevy.
Yep.
that would be amazing.
No matter that Ford, even though the Ford in Cobra was like a black, grayish, whatever, I'd love to have that in a sparkling, so with the paint flakes in candy apple red. Oh
yeah,
man. Oh my God.
I meant to show you guys something else too. Well, I gotta find it. Where is it?
All right, listen. Let me give everybody updates to the high school football scores. Robinson beat Chantilly 48-20. There you go, Tora. Yep, I like that car.
That's my dad's car.
The Titans,
yeah, one of those and a Tommy gun. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, hell yeah.
That and a Tommy gun.
Beat Justice. Edison beat Annandale. South County beat Westfield.
Nice.
28-20.
Very nice.
Lake Braddock ended up beating North Stafford by 1 point, 20-19, because they were behind the whole time. George Marshall by 1 point over Hayfield, dude, in overtime.
Yeah, I missed this Friday.
Centerville killed Wakefield. Meridian High School Mustangs from Falls Church, used to be Mason High School, beat the Langley Saxons by a score of 28-7. Mount Vernon beat Lee High School, which is now John R. Lewis High School, 42-0. Osborne Park beat Herndon 40-14. And the Cougars.
Yeah. I think the Friday night football probably was the funnest of the high school times. I mean, basketball games were good, but I think the Friday night football was just, I don't know. The weather was changing, and it was just, you guys, I'm sure, loved it with the band. Did you guys go down to the Oasis after
third quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Amy?
I'm
And
sorry,
Pauline.
what?
We used to go down to the Oasis during the third quarter, and
Right.
we used to get to go to the back door because
Yes. There would be a band
at the
door.
back door
Band
they had
window.
a
We have that. We have that at our concession stand, and it
So it
gets
was
nutty
faster.
when the band is
so
there.
we can get back up to our seats.
Yeah. But now everybody's is cashless. I mean, everyone's just doing their debit cards, and we're just running the debit card at this point. I mean, it's rarely is it cash anymore. So
Except for the band. When the band comes down for their
quarters out of our little pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Can I have
that's
2 pixie sticks and more sugar than you can imagine? Thanks.
Yeah,
So we can plug
Airheads
that
and
into my
Skittles.
Instrument, yeah. So what was the Robinson?
The Robinson score 48-20 over Chantilly.
Cool.
So,
And we got a bunch of comments here. Hold on.
It's all Toro.
I keep forgetting. You're right, it is.
It's all Toro.
Hey, Toro,
anyway,
you lost.
So, all right, that's all I had. We're back to trivia Monday. Then I'm going to be out for a couple weeks for trivia. So
Look at that, Amy. Oh,
you need to make sure you put bandages back on that again.
I know.
You show up at home without a bandage, and Mary's going to kill you.
Actually,
That
I have
could've been a lot
I have an
worse.
arm sleeve I'm going to put on it.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Amen, sister. I know that's right.
Oh man.
It feels so
That-
good to be
that should
I
heal
know
up pretty
bandages
quickly.
on it, though. Huh?
That should heal up pretty quickly. That doesn't look.
It has already. I mean, it was so much worse
Yeah.
when it first happened. I mean, bleeding everywhere. I mean, it was horrible.
Just don't do it again.
Exactly.
Don't use the little
guarantees.
shelves as a.
I'm going to tell you a story. Let me tell you another story about best friends and their lack of empathy.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
We went to a house that was I went there with one of my good friends. It was one of those model homes. And we went to that model
you've
home.
already told
You
us.
gotta be quiet, Bill.
You've told the story
Bill!
many times, and I'll still
And I'm
laugh.
walking.
I'll still
And I
laugh.
walked down. We left. We were leaving. And I'm walking down the driveway.
laugh.
And I literally looked up in the sky. It was beautiful. And I said, "Isn't it a beautiful day?" Well, what I didn't realize, at the bottom of the driveway, they had put one of those parking hump things so people couldn't pull into the driveway. And I caught my toe on it and I went down. Rolled. Oh my God, it was horrible. My best friend is laying on the ground laughing. Not, "Are you okay, Lee?" "Oh my God," then laughing. "I get that. That's fine. I understand." I would have laughed along with him. But no, I'm laying down there. I got to scuff the hell out of my knee and my elbow. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. And all I hear is cackling. And I look over and Bill's on the ground laughing, rolling around. And I'm like, "Get the F up, Bill, you jerk." I couldn't believe that he didn't ask me if I was okay. And then when he did get up, he didn't offer to help me up. Nothing. Just laughing the whole time. I think it took him about an hour to stop laughing. And I'm still his friend. I don't know why.
Wait, I got
figure that one out.
I got something to show. Hold on a second. Let me find
Better
it.
not be
Well,
me.
I want the name of the that musician, that CD you showed before.
Bill?
You want true rockabilly? This is a great
the
album.
Atomics.
The Atomics, Falling
They
Like an
won the
Angel.
Battle of the Bands at Robinson's, whatever the
This
hell they
is
call it.
a great
And what was his
rockabilly.
name?
Tommy Burns.
Tommy Burns.
Tommy Burns. Okay.
The Atomics Rockabilly is a fun rockabilly album. You will love every song.
It is. It
But
is.
this is how long I've known Lee Bailey.
Oh,
wait a
God.
second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Shit.
Just hold it up the way it is. It's no big deal. We can understand. They can do it.
Why is it?
I don't know. It's your phone. It sucks. Get yourself an iPhone 12.
That's he and I filling the back of his dad's red truck with a liner, going to
Oh, yeah, we
Fairfax
haven't
High
put the
School.
liner in it yet. We were just thinking about it at that point. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. damn it, my phone. We are at Fairfax High School, 4th of July.
What am I eating?
You have a boom box in your hand.
Oh, boombox in my hands. Okay.
Yeah, the 80s boom box.
Yeah, this is on 4th of July.
Yep.
4th of July. That shirt my grandmother made me.
My skinny ass. Probably 19.
You had hair, Bill.
Yeah, I know. There's the liner to the truck right there behind us.
Filled with water.
Mm-hmm. Lee diving into the truck.
That's not me. That's not me. That's the guy who had the motorcycle. Remember the guy who used to work with it at Walmart?
I could have sworn that was you.
Yeah,
I diving into the liner of the truck. You see how the truck is weighted down because it's got all the water in there. That's his.
Oh yeah, no, I'm surprised he
truck.
didn't blow out the suspension in the rear.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I highly recommend. That's a good time. That's a good time. Although it's easier and better.
I can still remember
if you
Lee
have a
with
hose where you're ending up and then just fill it up there when you're there.
Yeah, I remember Lee with a full head of hair, the dark hair, and yeah.
I was a stud in high school.
These pictures, he's losing his hair at that point.
Shut up. You weren't far behind me.
I remember band camp.
And you know what? I still feel like I'm in high school. I still think I look that way. And I sure as shit don't.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures of Chuck and I at our 5-year high school reunion, and then pictures of us at the 30th high school reunion. I'm like, we kind of changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost hair at around your 20s.
Yeah, I know, Bill. Don't tell me.
So, there you go. Anyway, all right. That's all I had for tonight.
You know what? I was probably pushing 30 then.
No, that was like 87, 88.
It was not. I was not losing my hair at that point. I was selling cars and I was still slim in 89. That was long after that. I was in the 90s, early 90s. I didn't start losing.
You'd be like 23, 24.
Maybe.
Here's
the picture of it. Here's the picture of it when it first happened. Look at all that blood.
Oh, goodness.
Nice, huh? There they are. Nice. Is that the 30th?
Very nice.
That's when we were at the 5-year reunion. And
5-year. Yeah, that Chuck looks just like he did in high school.
And then we can see if I can't.
Very nice.
It's funny. 30 years later.
I love that.
There's us in the tub, in the back of the truck. Bill,
that's funny. Yep.
See, I was wearing red shorts, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it wasn't me that was diving in. That was our guy. I can't remember his name, but he used to. He had a motorcycle and he let me ride it a few times. Oh God! Look at Bill. Look at Bill.
Yeah, back of the truck.
His floaty. All right.
So. All right.
All right. So
yeah, I'm back on Monday, and then I'll be out for a couple Mondays.
Oh, that's right.
Have fun.
Yeah, the following Monday is Abby's birthday, and then the following Monday after that, I have a hockey game. But I'm going to North Carolina the weekend of the 1st, so I'll be out that weekend. So that Friday night I'll be out.
Hey, look who that is, guys! Right there in the middle.
Oh,
Charlotte!
Yep.
That's her house behind us.
Nice.
Down at the lake.
I'm trying to think when was the last time I saw Charla?
Mm-hmm.
I think, did we have that little band reunion at Brian's Grill?
Yeah, we did. That's right.
Did she go there? Was she at that one?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she was there. Oh my God. How cute is this freaking boy?
I have pictures of.
Oh my God. Look at that.
Cheeks.
Oh my God, that boy. He is something else.
I have pictures of band stuff, but I don't think they're. I'm looking through my albums. I don't think they're in these albums. I don't think I have the. I think
here's Bill and I again.
Lost.
Secret Service boys.
I love it.
Yep.
See, Bill, now when was this? Were we in high school?
We were like, no, it was like 17, 18 years old. Yeah.
She had hair.
Not for long.
Watch it, boy.
I found a different band reunion. Lydia Cordes, Gary Williamson.
Look at that.
Chuck.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Look at Gary. He looks so good.
Yeah. Wendy Lasaki.
I see Wendy. I see Lydia. Who's that next to Wendy? It's not you.
Luke.
Not you. The one behind.
Yeah, on the other
right
side.
next to her. What's her name? Who's that?
Jackie Petrie.
Is that who that is?
Yep.
I think
The
so.
reddish
Who's
hair.
behind her?
Chuck is in the way back.
On the right.
Who's
Well, from
who's
my
on
perspective.
Chuck's right?
I don't know some of those guys. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't care about the guys. What about the girl that's behind Petrie?
Behind Jackie.
Yeah.
I'm blanking out. Wendy and oh my gosh, color guard.
You see this picture?
Look at that.
You see the guy that's next to me there? You know what's significant about him?
No.
He and his brother played with Jimi Hendrix's band.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? His brother played the drums, and his brother passed away, but he played guitar.
Stacy
Isn't that
Butler.
cool? I think about the fact that I met him. He's just a nice guy. We're hanging out, and I was like, "Well, that dude played with Jimi Hendrix." That
Jill
is
Jacobs.
huge. Who?
Jill Jacobs and
okay.
Stacy Butler. So that was Jill Jacobs and Stacy Butler.
Okay. I am scrolling through my pictures to see if I can find the picture of me in high school.
Amy, are you going through a yearbook?
I'm looking through like just some old stuff. I'm sure I don't have any of like my old pictures like from like Lee Bailey's era. Not many. I mean, I've got like this one with Mike Bell in it. It's like I don't have that many pictures.
Mike Bell. I like Mike Bell.
Oh yeah. Yay.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like I have very few pictures in albums. I think they just got lost over the years. Like my older pictures, like before I started putting them in, in stuff.
I found the one I was looking for. Here's Lee and Charlotte.
Yeah, there I am. I have that picture too.
How cool are we?
Too.
Yeah, and Mike.
It almost looks like Bill in the back on the left, doesn't it? I swear to God, it looks like Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Here's Charlotte, Gary Williams, Gary Ehrlich, Amy, Lyra.
Oh, by the way, guys, my son got the lead in the middle school play of Dr. Dolittle.
Very nice.
He is Dr. Dolittle. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And my sister is
Hey,
actually
check
the
this one
student
out.
director of the show.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter.
Hey Lee.
Yes, I remember that picture. Tracy Kilby.
I know,
Tracy
crazy.
Kilby and Gary
He was a loser.
Williamson.
And that's Michelle Roloffs in the back.
Yeah.
It's
I still talk
insane,
to
but
Michelle regularly.
most of my pictures I just don't have. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, I gotta find some of my old Woodson photos. I got them around somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like you. It's like I know they existed somewhere. They're probably at my parents' house if they
Did
still
you
exist.
know, Bill, if you went to Woodson, did you know Chrissy Parks?
Chrissy Parks.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. I remember I've been trying to find a couple friends on Facebook. Sonia Watkins was in our in our youth groups. Just trying to go through, just find some old names. Just haven't been able to find them.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those guys that likes weird stuff. Like, for instance, what is wrong with this picture, folks? Tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Reserved for Children's National Patient Parking. Yeah, patients aren't going to be parking. So
no, that's exactly right. Children's National. Their patients are children. They don't drive.
Right.
They don't park.
Right.
Right? Sorry, I see a sign like that and I go, no. Just like the sign I see when I'm on my way here, it says, warning, slow children playing.
That's it. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. So all the kids are slow in your neighborhood, huh? Yeah. Like, who comes up with these signs and doesn't think?
Right.
Doesn't think. Children's National Patient Parking. Oh, no, they don't park. Now, if we had this car pulled out and pulled in one of those little electric like buggies that the kids drive, that'd be kind of funny looking. That'd be cool. Look, a patient did pull in and park. Anyway. And that's also the signs. All the signs have the black silhouettes. So my buddy Mark Barber and I were driving along, and I kept pointing that out to him. I said, you know what? What that sign says is black people need to be standing here. What's that sign say? Do not breathe underwater.
Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
Do not breathe underwater. Wow.
Do not breathe underwater. Thanks for telling me.
All right.
I really needed that sign, boy. Howdy.
You guys are funny.
Really needed that sign.
Are we ready to wrap
all
up?
the ones that say, bro, use your comma, because the guy wrote something that's really nasty if you don't use the comma. And his buddy responded, bro, use your comma.
Or why are you answering in all caps?
Well, I've done that before on Max, and then I go back and I have to erase it all because I realize someone's going to say, why are you screaming? I wasn't screaming. I just hit the cap button by accident. What am I saying? I have to go back and change.
Hey, Bill, do they still play as the Atomics?
No.
Okay.
But I would love to
see out in California, and Darren, whose son died, and that's why Darren lives here and down in Woodbridge, down Lake Ridge.
I'd love to see him do a reunion. I would love to see him do a reunion.
I mean, really, Tommy could go into a studio and do everything. He could play the drums, he could play the bass, he could play the guitar. And in the studio, he did play a stand-up bass, and he played the Gretsch, the electric guitar, and Darren, of course, played the drums. But yeah, Tommy could do could be the Atomics if they didn't have to go live and play somewhere. He could play in the studio all the different instruments mixed together.
Really?
Cool.
I'm sure you've got kids. I'm sure your kids can do the same thing, Cat Lady. You have instrument. You guys play instruments, your boys?
Yeah, I'm the clarinet and Chuck was trumpet. Drew pretty much stuck with trumpet all through high school and school at Michigan Tech. Kyle was the one that started on trumpet. When he got to high school, switched to baritone to march, but she needed a tuba in the band, in the orchestra or whatever, in the concert band. Then he picked up trombone for jazz, and then Sousa, and decided at some point that he was going to quit marching band unless he could do bass guitar, just like Chuck.
Like his dad.
And there was a new band director, and he said, I'll let you do it, no problem. And rewrote a tuba piece, and he got to play bass guitar on the field senior year, just like Kyle, or just like Chuck.
Well, a little different than Chuck, because he probably had a wireless and they had a speaker on the sideline. Whereas Chuck had a dude pushing the speaker around behind him.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool as hell.
Well, the funny thing is,
with a battery on top.
It
was this big speaker and a battery on top to run the speaker.
We were pit parents for a year. That was
God bless you. God bless you. That's.
But
I don't care if my kids ever got into playing instruments in the marching band. No.
It paid off by Drew's senior year, I was the uniform mom for concert and marching, and Chuck was the instrument, and we all went to London for the New Year's Day parade.
You guys didn't have to pay?
We paid for our trip, but we still got to have this awesome thing. We got to march in the parade with the kids even. I held the banner, and Chuck was in the back in case any bass drum or Sousa went down. He could carry
or
it.
anybody.
All right. Here's a sample.
Oh, you got some atomics?
It's true rockabilly.
Hold it up to your mic and your headphones. Oh, and he's the lead singer too, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry. He was their lead singer. That's Tommy's voice.
It was very cool.
It's a very cool. I was their manager for a very short period of time.
It's just pure raw rock, high energy. I mean, every band member is just they're tight. They're tight. I mean, Darren playing drums, it's just so good.
I mean, when Tommy played the bass, he would climb up on the bass while he was playing it. He'd be standing up on the side of the bass with on the side.
Well, Tommy's playing lead guitar here.
In that, yes, I know.
I don't know who was their bass player.
I forget his name, but yeah, he's still friends. They're all friends still. Tommy, though, when he played the bass, because he started playing the bass, and then Tim Terzona played the guitar.
And then Bear was the drummer.
No, Bear was a long time ago. He was
the original drummer.
He was the original drummer, and then I don't know what happened, but Darren took over. And I took them all, and it wasn't Bear. I think maybe it was Bear with me. We went to down to JMU at JM's, and I got him a gig at JM's.
Oh, cool.
Problem is, the money that came in the door paid for the sound guy, and we didn't get paid, and they got pissed off. Yeah. They didn't get pissed off. They loved me and everything.
It's pure high energy rockabilly.
I said, "What do you want me to do? Beat the crap out of the guy and take the $100 or $200 or whatever it was he was going to pay?" I said, "I can't do that." I mean, so I guess I wasn't good enough manager. I should have worked it out better.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Hey, Kyle's
such
band.
a good album.
Kyle's band is happy that if they get free beer when they play.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And we did. The guys did get beer, so it wasn't like. I mean, I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, but he only got enough money at the door. And they were like, a lot more people than that were in here. And that's true. We had a ton of people in there. But, I don't know how many people they let in free, but I should have been at the door watching and making sure everybody's paying. So it was my fault. But we drove home.
JM's was a little sketchy, or JR, when you're collecting
Wasn't it
money.
JM's?
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is the girls, with your skirt was short enough, you didn't have to pay.
Oh, okay. I remember going there with my sister, and they had what was it, $2 pitchers or something like that.
Yeah, for your birthday.
I drank 3. I drank 3 pitchers. We went back to her apartment. I'm like going, okay, I think I'm gonna have to sack out for a little while before I go home. I was friggin' yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I mean, we had between the 5 of us, it was 4 of her roommates and me. We probably had like 9 pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had like 3 of them. So, yeah, I was a little toasty.
The apartment days were always fun because you were on your own. You're out of your parents' house, and you didn't have to go to work the next day. And your friends are all just hanging out. Those were some good times. Those were some really, really good times.
Yeah.
So just you're hanging out on Saturday night, whatever, and going to Tower Records, and just hanging out.
Well, I remember. Well, this is
no responsibilities, like none. No kids, no pet, no nothing. You could go to bed at 2 a.m. and you get up whenever. You didn't have to worry about a damn thing.
And I wasn't innocent though, because I remember going back to her her townhouse or whatever the hell, a condo or whatever they were, the four of them. It was a 4-bedroom condo, and it's in a college town, so that's why it was a 4-bedroom condo, and it's small little bedrooms. But I remember one of her friends and I were making out quite pretty heavily. But then I was like, I got to go to sleep. I just laid on the couch and went to sleep. I was so naive to, I wasn't one of those guys that would have taken advantage because she was a little schnockered too. So, but I'm glad I didn't take advantage of the situation. So, but it was a good time. See, for me, that was good enough. Making out. Hey, all right.
Jesus Christ.
I hooked up. But no, I didn't know what hooking up meant in those days. So
No, right.
just went to sleep on the couch, woke up and drove the hell home.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was a little toasty.
That's funny.
But it was a good time. It was a really great time. Her roommates were funny. I loved trying to make them laugh, and they were giggly and fun and good time. Good time. They were a good time. They were
fantastic. A good time. So, all right, guys. Back on Monday. We're back to our normal trivia. I may go back in time and do some old school trivia on Monday.
Cool.
And then we will go see how much of this you have retained over the last year and a half.
Oh my goodness.
Lee, you, Billy, and I, and Pauline, you guys are more than welcome to join us at Otani tomorrow night. We're in Chantilly. Reservation is at 7:00. 7? Yeah, 7. So you and Chuck are more than welcome to join us. Amy, if you want to drive down, you're more than welcome to join us. But I love Japanese steakhouse. I love the food being made right in front of you. I love all that. I just don't deal well with the fire, but the food being made in front of you, I love it. So more than welcome to join us.
Hey, check this out. Woodbridge High School football game was suspended after their coach collapsed on the sideline.
Oh, wow.
A medical emergency. At 6 minutes, 39 seconds left in the third quarter, Woodbridge was leading 21-14. The coach, who had not been identified, was taken to Centera Northern Virginia Medical Center, where his condition was unknown late Friday. Oh, wow. That sucks.
Oh, dear.
Cow.
Yeah.
That's pretty upsetting for those kids.
I do too. Yeah. No question.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to get the fire pit going maybe tomorrow night.
Nice. It is time for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yes, we are.
We are getting there.
Yes,
so,
but nice.
Anyway,
all right. So Robinson beat Chantilly 48-20. I already said all this, so never mind.
48-20.
48-20. Yeah, I know you were looking for that answer, and that's how I came across Woodbridge coach passing out and going down. That sucks, dude. I can't imagine what that does to your team. When your coach. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Just man, that's not.
These coaches are spending a lot of hours and not eating healthy.
Do. So. And they love their kids. Their kids love them.
Right.
There's no doubt about it. Excuse me. And by the way, Amy, thanks for liking the show. I appreciate that. The more likes we get, the better we are. We got 2 loves. Clark Crawford, my man Clark. I keep wanting to bring him on with us.
Bring anybody on. That's fine.
I just think we might get into a revival if we have him on. So
I do want to do a show in the future that is controversial because that gets viewerships, and it's everyone has their opinion. That's fine. But I love controversial because it brings out true good conversations of how people see things, and nothing wrong with that. Our world is just becoming, you have to believe what I believe. Well, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
We're becoming the what I call the E generation, the entitled generation.
I think
I'm entitled to get any damn thing I want, and that's the way it works. I saw a video of people people attacking a hostess at a restaurant in New York City because she said you must be vaccinated to come in the restaurant, and they get all pissed off. And sorry, it's a business. The business has every right to ask if you're vaccinated. Every right.
Yep, exactly.
But they got pissed off, and that's what our world has become. Like, I'm entitled to do any damn thing I want to do. No,
you guys, Crazy Cat Lady. Pauline, have you had a problem with people vandalizing and stealing crap at school?
That's what I was going to bring that up earlier too. No, not at my elementary. I have elementary.
Oh, yeah,
The kids are not doing TikTok at the elementary level.
Nope, but they're doing it at West Springfield. They're doing it at Lake Braddock. All that Bill, they've closed all the bathrooms during class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because kids on TikTok, somebody came up with some idea that their new TikTok trend is to steal crap from school.
From the wall. Anything they can rip off the wall.
Yeah.
Anything. And so these kids
High
are freaking
school,
stealing
middle
crap
school.
left and right. Ben had to go to the bathroom and he had to hold it for like the entire class period because they wouldn't let him go to the bathroom. And I'm like, that's a bunch of shit. I'd be like going, oh, sorry, I'm going to tip out the door right now. Bye. I've been gone. I would have gone to go pee.
Yeah, I'm not peeing in my pants. So.
Hell no.
There is a problem at the high school and middle schools, but not at elementary.
Yeah.
It's
mostly it's middle school. And at the high school, it's 9th graders and 10th graders. No, they haven't had any issues with juniors and seniors, but they've had some issues with 9th graders and 10th graders.
The E generation.
Middle schools had problems.
Yeah.
They're entitled to anything they want. And that doesn't matter whether it's an adult, it's a kid. Everyone thinks they're entitled. Like, no, you're not entitled to it. So.
You know what? They're going to catch all these kids at those levels because they have cameras in the building. So it's not going to be a hard thing to catch them. And I say they put fucking handcuffs on them and march them down the hall during class change. And it'll make everybody think, oh, crap.
E-Hall pass, so they know who was out of classrooms at what time.
That too. Absolutely. Yeah, no, they're going to catch them. That's not the issue. The issue is that they're doing the vandalism. They have caught, now that's the other thing that's funny. Kids are so stupid. I swear to God. They've had an increase. They've caught, what did they catch this past week? She heard this from the security guy at West Springfield. They caught 10 kids smoking in the bathroom, smoking weed in the bathroom. They caught but there's no cameras in the bathrooms. That's right. But they've been patrolling the bathrooms because of all this stealing. So they've walked in on kids smoking weed. They've walked in on kids vaping. They've walked in on kids doing all kind of crap in the bathrooms, and they've just been nailing them, because normally the kids aren't used to anybody coming into the bathroom and checking on them. Right. But guess what? They've been patrolling the bathrooms heavily.
Yep. One kid was climbing onto the bus, had 3 soap dispensers in their backpack, and I don't know how they got there. Really?
I don't know.
Why would you just steal a soap dispenser? Okay.
No, because it's something you put up on. Look, I got 3 soap dispensers on TikTok, and everybody goes like.
Yep. It's becoming ridiculous.
Oh, look, I got a bullet in my head.
So, anyway, so no, I do want to have controversial. So I've got some topics that can be controversial, but that's what makes it. That's what makes a show interesting. Is you get controversial and you get people logging in and their responses, and we preface by saying everybody's opinion is valued.
Right.
Amy,
and if you don't agree with that, then we won't have you on. So,
Amy, look at that. Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway.
Looks like I got attacked by a shark.
There's a controversy right there.
That's a shark attack right there.
It sounds like you don't need to buy IKEA anymore. So
no, actually, both of them are Target. So that's why I recognized your little hanging thing back there. I was like, oh, that's the same kind of freaking wood.
That's pretty damn solid. I will give it credit.
Except when a 300-pound man puts his hand on it.
It's not going to go nowhere. It's not going to go nowhere.
I'm coming down to your house.
Go right ahead. It's all.
I am going to hang from that bar that goes across the watch. You watch how fast it pops out of there.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Come on.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Monday.
All right, guys. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we didn't have Walter, but that's okay.